the show. Like there's been spoilers out there and all of that kind of stuff. Hopefully people have been able to avoid those though. But let's start where we always start, shall we? Let's jump over and get up on screen a bit of a preview. Here we go. So, obviously, we're reeling from yesterday's Raw, which was, I thought, better than SmackDown, but still a little bit lacking compared to a normal episode, in my opinion. But here, let's see what NXT has got in store for us tonight. So, we've got Christmas Chaos, Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match to determine the number one contenders. That should be fun, actually. So, we are going to be getting loads of tag teams battling to see who's next to take on Fraxium. We got Charlie Dempsey. He's going to be defending his Heritage Cup against Lexis King. So we've actually got that on the line tonight. What with it being a Christmas Eve episode, does that increase the chances of that change in hands? We know that they like to do something like around this time of year, a little moment for Christmas. So could we see that change in hands? It's not the most important championship, is it? So I would not rule that out. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, they're returning to take on JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. We saw both of those backstage last week. We've got Stephanie taking on Cora Jade. So very much looking forward to that, actually. That'll be a banger of a match. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So card-wise, we're looking all right. Card-wise, I think we're looking pretty good tonight. There's a few bits and bobs there that look exciting. I don't think, though, that there's anything here people are going to necessarily jump out of their way to see if they're not already kind of engaged with the show. Like if they're out with family or anything, I don't think it's like, excuse me, I need to make sure I watch NXT tonight, you know. I don't think there's anything essential, but even so, should still be a pretty fun show, and it is lovely spending this time with you, my friends. So yeah, Merry Christmas to all. I hope everyone's having a really good day. Here in the UK, it is 13 minutes past midnight, so it is Christmas Day 2024, and I am not feeling Christmassy in the slightest, to be honest. Right now, to me, and I know this might be a bit like humbug, but it just feels like Tuesday to me. I haven't done anything like Christmassy. I still haven't watched any Christmas films. There's no decorations down here or anything, so it just feels like a Tuesday, really. It's weird to say that I'm sat here on Christmas Day and that it's Christmas Day, you know? It just doesn't really feel that way. But it will later, of course, once we have dinner and, you know, we've got the Christmas music playing and everything. So my plan is to watch this show. I'll do Unseen after. We'll do a review and opinions video. I'll get up a few little reaction clips and whatnot, if anything goes down that's worth putting up. And then I'm going to go to bed, get up, and then I think it's a pretty full day then, to be honest. Then it'll be like probably get up and open some presents. I don't know if we'll do that straight away, but have something to eat. We're going to play a bit of a family game. I was just talking about that on the Wrestling Escape Pod, which I'm really looking forward to. It should be fun. And I don't know what I'll do after that. It depends kind of what everyone's doing, what the conversation is. Then I'll need to start work on Unseen. So that's kind of what my day's going to look like. So my plan is to not get through, that sounds bad, but get through this stream, do Unseen, do the review and opinions video, and then once all of that is done and uploaded, probably be about 8 o'clock in the morning. So then I'll be thinking about popping to bed for a bit, getting up, having lunch, and then that will be my Christmas Day. So I would love to know what you lot have got planned. Feel free to put in the chat what you lot are doing, because it's lovely to have a little glimpse into other people's Christmases. I genuinely would like to know what people are up to. And also, if you get any images or, like, you know, some really exciting wrestling stuff for Christmas that you want to show the community, feel free to tag me in that over on Twitter, because I'll gladly put it up on the Daze community Twitter account, and it could likely find its way into Unseen. And as I've said, if we get loads of stuff, I'd be quite happy to do like its own video on the second channel where we just have a look and see some of the cool stuff that people received in the community. I think that could be quite fun. Daze reacts to your Christmas presents type situation. So I think that could be really good. So yeah, lots of things for us to talk about and lots of things for us to do over the next 24 hours or so. Wrestling Proud said, Daze, I totally understand. It doesn't feel like Christmas to me either. The more I get older, the more it seems to fade. Not as much lights outside as when I was little, and no kids playing outside and stuff. Yeah, it's really interesting that you say that, actually. I feel like when I was younger, like I remember us having carol singers come into the door, and even though we weren't really bothered by carol singers, it still, I suppose, added to it. And yeah, kids would be down the park, which was just over the road from where I used to live, and you know, you'd hear like kids being around. There would be an excitement and energy. I think that still exists in places. Unfortunately for me, because we've moved to the countryside, we are isolated, so there's not many people around by us, and we're not that far away from humanity. As I've said, a few minute walk up the road, you get to a major road, right, that can get you places, and same that way as well. But actually where we are around here is just in the middle of nowhere, so unless you really kind of make yourself feel Christmassy by playing Christmas music, putting on Christmas films, putting up loads of decorations, like it's very easy for it to just feel like Tuesday, Wednesday, you know? So I hope that as many of you out there are in that Christmas spirit, are feeling that Christmas vibe, because I think I will tomorrow. When I get up, and like, you know, we always tend to have our Christmas dinner at the table, right? We've got this lovely dining table. We never use it the rest of the year. Like we always eat, I normally eat down here, or I might eat upstairs at a little table in the living room. That's where I normally eat. But when it's Christmas, we have this lovely dining table. It's the only time of the year we actually use that. So just being in there will feel different. And of course, the table will be properly laid. My dad works in hotels, so one thing he knows how to do is lay a table. So, you know, all the cutlery will be like, you know, proper laid out with the different glasses. There'll be like wine on the table for if anyone wants wine. Obviously, we've got lagers and whatever. We're never short of alcohol in the house, which is weird because we don't really drink, to be honest. None of us are big drinkers. But for some reason, there is a bit of a bar down here, like opposite me. I've got a bar, which does have pumps and everything, but they don't work. They're just more for show. But there is like a freezer behind, a fridge behind that's got like bottles in and everything that you can go behind. It's got a proper bar, and then you can go behind, and there's like a fridge, and in there I've got like Budweiser, Coors, stuff like that. I mean, it is like, you know, really cool. But it's funny how, like, when I didn't have it in front of me, I would probably be like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing. But when you have it, like, I just don't ever use it. I just never find myself reaching for a drink. I normally just grab water and sit here and drink water. I think part of it is because I'm always streaming or I'm always doing videos, and I don't want to be drinking because, honestly, a lot of the stuff I do live, or I do it in one take. So, like, Unseen, 9 times out of 10 is just done in one long go. It's just go, records, and, you know, there's no editing, there's no cuts, there's nothing like that. Sometimes I have to if I stumble over my words or go on a bit too long on a topic and I feel like, now we can cut that bit out. But to be honest, that's pretty rare. Most of the time it's just straight the way through. And so, and obviously all live streams are done live. So the last thing I need is to introduce alcohol into that equation. So I just don't touch it. I really don't drink. So I will have a few drinks tomorrow, though, of course. So I was just saying to Tommy on the Wrestling Escape Pod, that's going to make Unseen tomorrow a bit interesting. I might be like, guys, how you doing? Hope you've had a good day. Right, let's have a look at this, shall we? We've got Punk. Hopefully I'll be okay. What I might do is manage my alcohol intake. And then once I've recorded Unseen, then I might drastically increase it after that. So yeah, anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day, and I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas. James said, I'm freezing. The boilers stopped working. I got no heating or hot water. Oh my God. James. I know James got his PS5 though. So I'm sure you can put on some jumpers, put on some coats, wrap yourself up, get your blanket, wrap that round yourself, get yourself down in front of your TV, jumper, coat, blanket. This is what I'd be doing. And honestly, I'd have that PS5 on if I was James right now. I'd have it all wrapped around me like this, and I'd just be like this. And you know what? I'd be happy as Larry. Happy as Larry. That would be fine. Nothing like a new games console to distract you. Damien said, I'm looking forward to Stephanie against Cora. It's going to be a hell of a match. Kian says, Daze, hope you're doing well, having a good day. Hope you have a good Christmas. Same to you. Same to... there's no way I'm going to get to everyone that's saying Merry Christmas. So just a blanket Merry Christmas back to you. I wish you all a fantastic Christmas. I hope you have the best one you've ever had. And I hope, honestly, it's just fun, full of laughter, full of love, full of joy. I think as you get older, you realise what Christmas is really about. When you're a kid, like, you really do focus on, like, what am I going to get presents-wise? And as you get older, I think you realise that it's not so much about that. It's just about spending time with family, loved ones, and just, you know, having a good day. Just have a good day. Even if you're not with family and loved ones, you can't meet up with them. I've spent 2-3 Christmas days on my own. Never saw anyone for the whole day. I did that in, I want to say, 2016, 2017... 2015, 2016, 2017. Those 3 Christmases I spent on my own all day. And what I learnt from those is, you know, do some stuff that will put a smile on your face. You know, watch that movie, listen to that album, do something that you've wanted to do for a while. Like, it's, you know, get yourself a box of chocolates, get yourself some nice beers, treat yourself, have a good time, have a good day. And honestly, I mean, they were fine. Those days were fine, absolutely fine. It is weird, like, as everyone else is, you know, everyone else is with their families and you know what everyone else is doing. So it is strange in that regards. But sometimes these things just can't be helped. Sometimes life deals you that hand and you have to just, you know, there'll be people that are working, won't there? I mean, there'll be doctors and nurses and ambulance drivers that, you know, Christmas for them is going to look very different than Christmas for a lot of us. So whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whatever you're up to, just do your best to have as great a day as possible. That's really all you can do. Hannah said, Daze, if the Bloodline story was to end with Fatu winning the Ula Fala, does he stare at the mirror and say, I love you, Jacob? Shout out to you for another fruity stream, said Hannah. Hannah, shout out to you. I don't know that I want to go down that road, actually. I find the whole tribal chief thing a bit limiting. I don't know how long it's going to be around for. I think it's good whilst you've got a group, but we've already seen Roman lose his group, and his group came back together again, and they're not interested in acknowledging him anymore. If Roman becomes tribal chief, I feel like they'll listen to him because he's the leader, but it's not going to be what it was. You know, I feel like, not that it's lost its power, but I feel like it's changed with that group. You know, if you was tribal chief, you was a dictator, basically. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. Now, that wouldn't fly with Roman's OG bloodline anymore. So at the moment, like, that kind of dictatorship is in display with Solo in the new bloodline, but I think we're all expecting that to implode at some point. I think a lot of people are expecting Jacob to, like, you know, turn on Solo, or Solo turn on Jacob, or however it plays. We're expecting that to obviously come to the boil at some point. So I don't know what the shelf life is of the Ula Fala. I don't know, like, if we will find ourselves moving away from the Ulafala and the whole tribal chief thing. I feel like we should move away from it. I don't think this is something that should stick around, like, permanently. I would move away from it. I think that it's all right for someone, whoever's got it, to sort of wear it. I think that's fine. I don't know about the whole... I don't know. I suppose being a tribal chief without a tribe doesn't really make much sense. And I'm not sure I can see these bloodlines staying together for the future for very long. I mean, could you then go out and form a new bloodline? But at what point is that process going to get stale? It's a bit like the Authority. A lot of people got bored with the Authority, with Steph and Triple H and all of that stuff, you know? People got bored with that. So I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know kind of what the future of all of that's going to look like. But the idea of Jacob winning it and forming another bloodline, that doesn't really appeal to me. I know what Hannah's saying, like it was a joke about would he say I love you, Jacob. I get that, but it actually does open up another conversation, that bigger conversation of what is the future of the Ulafala, what is the future of being a tribal chief, what is the future of these bloodlines. Could The Rock come in with his own bloodline? That's certainly something I think we could see in the short term. It could be that The Rock is not happy with Roman and he's also not happy with Solo, and he comes in with his own bloodline. That was, you know, something people were wondering about, because obviously people are desperate to get Zilla Fatu in somehow. So, you know, he could bring in Zilla, he could have Lance Anoa'i, he could have Hikuleo, like he could form his own bloodline quite easily. There's so many Usos around, so many Fatus around. It wouldn't be too hard for The Rock to do that if he so desired, but I don't know that it goes that way. If it did, I think it'd be a short-term thing. The Rock's not around enough for him to, like, really, you know, be ever-present and be, like, the leader of that group like Solo is. But you could maybe do something in the build to a WrestleMania. And I think the long-term future is very interesting, yeah. So, I don't know. Does Jacob ever get the Ulafala? I don't know. If he does, I think it should then be sort of removed from the company and just given a bit of a rest. And we can always bring it back in the future. Kim Shane said, Daze, I've just seen the perfect thing for you to have this Christmas, and I know that you would love it. Is it a BJ's cards? Because that does sound really good, actually. James said, the Authority storyline was great, but it did outstay its welcome a little bit. Sean, the Polar Express is amazing, said Joe. Very good. Elf is also amazing. Grinch, there will be loads on. Favorite Christmas films? That's always one that seems to rear its head. You know, there's lots that I still need to watch. I don't know. I like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus, and I do like Jingle All the Way. Elf was my favourite, but we actually did a members watch along for a Christmas film a few years ago, and Elf won the poll, and so we watched it. And honestly, I was so disappointed in it. I don't know why. I've seen it like quite a few times, but it just did not. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just did not do it for me. I remember watching it and being like, oh, this is a good bit, this is a good bit. I feel like when he first goes to the city, it's really fun. And then after that, like, it sort of settles down a bit and it turns into a bit more of like a love story with him and the girl that works in that shop. And it's good. I mean, it's a good film, but I think I just got to the point where I'd seen it so many times that it just stopped having that kind of effect on me. So there is a vacancy now for me to find like a new Christmas film that's going to be my new favourite. But I haven't had a chance to watch any. And to be honest, right now, I don't even know if I'll get a chance to watch any. So I do want to watch The Night Before. That's one that I want to see. And I don't want to watch Red One. I don't need to see that. Night Before. And I can't remember. There was a couple of others that we looked at the other week. If I do find a window, I will try and squeeze that in. To be honest, I've been trying to upload like all the match scores because I am very much behind with that. So I've been trying to upload all the match scores from the year into like a database, and I'm up to like May. So I've got to do June, July, August, September, October, November, December, which is going to take flipping forever. So I suppose I could have some on in the background whilst Christmas movies don't have the most complex plots, do they? So I should maybe I can find time. I don't know. We'll have to see. Lisa said, I asked Santa to give me Damian Priest for Christmas. I've been a good girl all year. I don't see why I can't get him, says Lisa. Well, Lisa, I hope that comes through for you, my friend. You'll have to let us know how that goes. Dort Knight said, Daze community, I think we should make a Christmas movie with a wrestling theme. Maybe get an old wrestler on boards. Hard times and become Santa. There was one, wasn't there? With Paige and The Miz called, was it Santa's Little Helper, which I do have, and I don't think I've ever watched, actually. I'm just looking. I mean, I can see The Muppets Christmas Carol. I can see Santa Claus 2. I can see Jingle All the Way. Is it in, actually? Is that in there? I've got, Oh, it feels like it is, you know. Oh, bingo. It only flipping is. And the disc is fine as well. Normally with these films about a wall, I'll be like, oh, it's in there. I'll turn it over. It's just a flipping scratched mess. Well, I should have that Christmas one here somewhere. The Page one, Santa's Little Helper thing. I can't quite see it at the moment, but I do have... I've not, you know... It's hard to show, but I do have like all these cabinets full of CDs and DVDs next to me. But I do have Jingle All the Way, so, you know, that one could be getting viewed again. What year was this? 1996. It's a great film. It is really good. Only goes for 86 minutes, you know. That's only an hour and 20. Lovely. Love that. Get in, get out. No messing around. No faff. Beautiful. So, yeah, a wrestling Christmas film. There is at least one. I would imagine there's probably even more than that. Tom said, Theory has been US champ and tag team champ under Triple H. The booking of him might not be the best, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I'm hoping he has a good year next year, Theory. I think he's still one for the future. But... I don't know. I think looking at it, I think we could probably all agree that he could have spent longer in NXT. He could have, like, you know, we could have cooked him a little bit longer in the oven. I think Vince liked what he saw because don't forget, one of the kind of last things Vince did was, you know, really get behind Austin Theory, you know, make him out to be the chosen one and all of that stuff. Do you remember the golden egg? Do you remember Theory and the golden egg? That he was, didn't he steal it or something? Steal the golden egg. And then Vince was like, I like the cut of your jib. I like what you're about. There was a golden egg that was a prop from a Rock movie that went missing. And it turned out Theory had took it. And Vince was livid. But then when he found out it was Theory, he changed his mind and said he actually respected the goal of it or something. I mean, it was just nonsense. It was some of the biggest nonsense I've ever heard. It was one of the strangest, most nonsensical, recent, post-pandemic. Sounds like I'm talking about something from 95. But this was 2022. Flipping golden egg. Got stolen by Theory. I think he just... I think he could have spent a bit longer in NXT, in reflection. But listen, he's still young, isn't he? He's still young. He's still got plenty of time ahead of him. Suzanne said, I've got Polar Express on HBO Max. I like that a lot. Kelly the Wise Lady likes Christmas Vacation. It is a classic. Christmas Vacation and Krampus, said Pooter. Elf, your Christmas days. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Calvin said, Daze, every time anyone talks about how great Triple H is, I get angry. He treated Theory like beep for 2 years. What has Theory done that is so wrong? Well, I don't think he's done anything necessarily wrong. I just think that he feels that Theory would benefit and Grayson would both benefit by being in a tag team and actually kind of working with each other and learning from each other. Like, Grayson can learn from Theory sort of how the main roster works. Grayson, that wasn't on the main roster long before being put with Theory. So actually Theory is someone really good, really experienced. He's been there for a while that can show him the ropes. They're around a similar age, probably got similar interests. You don't know kind of what chemistry might come out of that. I mean, I'm not saying that we could have got the new, like, Rockers or anything, but, like, you know, Sean and Marty, they were both young, kind of go-getters, really exciting in the ring. And look at the tag team that we got out of those two being put together. And I don't know, you could see in a creative meeting why people would be like, okay, we don't really have a great deal, certainly nothing around world titles for either of these at the moment. We could do some stories around mid-card titles, but of course, Theory has already been around a mid-card title. So how about we put them together and we'll see if, like, that clicks. And we'll see if there's, like, some good chemistry there. And I think there was moments, but I think the jury's out as to whether this has really worked or not. I would say no, personally. But you don't really know if something's going to work until you do it and you commit to it. So I'm not too down on everything to do with Theory. I feel like putting him with Grayson is fine. Giving them a chance is fine. But I think at some point, quite a while ago now, it was quite evident that this wasn't working. I feel like the teases of them splitting has been happening for flipping ages. I feel like I've been waiting for this group to split for like 12 months. Probably not that long, but it just feels that long, you know? So definitely something's gone wrong. We've just either not found the time or the right creative, or I don't know, something's gone wrong. But I think the initial idea was fine. It just didn't really come together. And in regards to Grayson, so Grayson learns the ropes. The other way around, Theory, obviously, I think what Theory needs to do is just get a bit more comfortable. I never find that when he's a solo guy that he's that comfortable, like either on the mic or really we know what he can do in the ring. And I don't know if it's nerves, but he just never seems to show on the main roster in front of the crowds what we've seen from him in NXT, or even I would say during like lockdown. There were some really good Theory moments during lockdown, and you kind of have to remember there was no crowd then. But now in front of like a live audience, he just doesn't seem to let go. He doesn't seem to be able to really shine. It's like the brakes are on with Theory. I feel like there is a really talented person there that should be able to come out with some good promos, put on some matches that we really remember. And it does feel like the brakes are on. So how do you take the brakes off? Well, Grayson's an excellent talker. Grayson doesn't seem to suffer from any sort of nerves. So actually putting them two together, they can maybe help each other. And so again, I get the logic, but I just don't think it's paid off. And I think that was evident quite a while ago. So a mixed bag. NS Mommy, shout out to you. My son was only 5 when Polar Express came out. Went to Hallmark, bought the official ornament. 20 years later, it's still on our tree. That's cool. I don't know what the ornament looks like, but that's cool. 20 years you've had that. That's cool. Daze, Merry Christmas. Suzanne, Merry Christmas, my friends. Kim Straighten said, why can't Santa keep a job at Christmas? Because he is always getting the sack. Lovely. Hey, Jobson, shout out to you, buds. Currently watching MLW, said Tom. Hopefully they don't make that Tribal Chief Championship that's being rumoured. That strikes me as unnecessary. I do agree there. Lisa said, Days, I got 2 new grandbabies. I'm going to see them for the first time tomorrow. Oh, Lisa, congrats. That's awesome. That's really cool. This is a time for kids in particular, so that is awesome. Sean said, I've watched Home Alone. They're awesome. I've never seen Polar Express, but I will give it a watch. Kim Shane said you could put Austin Theory with Stone Cold and call them the Austin Theo, with Theory being renamed Professor something, and Stone Cold could be his project. Theory gains power from Stone Cold, said Kim Shanes. Kim Shanes, have you been drinking? I feel like you've been drinking. That strikes me as I've had one too many eggnogs kind of a situation. Joe said, my favourite Christmas movie is it's a sort of romantic movie. It's called The Holiday. I saw that. But I look forward to Christmas. EastEnders every year. Something always happens. I saw The Holiday. It was on TV and I just left it on. And it was one of those where I was sort of working away and, you know, you'd look over and something would grab your attention and you'd be like, okay. And before you knew it, like, you were sort of following what was happening and, like, it was all right. I agree. I thought that was a pretty solid film, actually. What's the reviews of it? Holiday. It's got Cameron Diaz, hasn't it? Cameron Diaz? 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not amazing, but I honestly, I thought it was a perfectly acceptable watch. I thought it was fine. I have got to watch Love Actually. I've got to get a girly movie in there sometime tomorrow, said NS Mommy. Daze, if you could bring back 5 wrestlers that have passed away, who would be your 5? Lisa, shout out to you. Yeah, feel free in the chat to let us know. If you could bring back 5 wrestlers, who would you bring back? Wow. I mean, honestly, my answers are going to be a bit boring because the exciting answers would be Eddie and all of those, right? But honestly, I would want to bring back George Hackenschmidt. That would be my number 1. He was a wrestler from the early 1900s, and I'm fascinated with him because he is regarded as maybe the first world champion, and he dominated Europe. He wrestled in London. He was from Estonia. We did a whole Go Into Estonia fund. Do you remember? We were talking about Hackenschmidt. So genuinely, I am fascinated by him because he is regarded as the first world champion. He dominated Europe. He wrestled in London. He actually used to wrestle at the end of Oxford Street. It's now a H&M, I think, shop, but it used to be a venue. And he would take on some of the world's best wrestlers there. So for me, being in England, it's obviously amazing that, like, this absolute giant of the wrestling world competed in London over 100 years ago. And he went to America and he got a win over Tom Jenkins, which was massive because Tom Jenkins was calling himself the world champion. And then he had probably some of the most infamous wrestling matches ever. Him against Frank Gotch, which were just monumental deals in America. I think it was Chicago. I'd have to double check. But Hackenschmidt Gotch is like, I mean, Hogan Andre. I mean, it's just huge. Absolutely huge. If you know, like, your history of wrestling, like, everyone knows those matches. And that's from, like, 1908. Why I would love to bring him back is because I don't think he would be very exciting. And I don't think he would be, like, you know, someone people would be crazy about going and seeing. But who wouldn't love to have a conversation with him from someone from a completely different era? I mean, a completely different world, you know, well before technology and cell phones and the internet and, you know, color TV. I mean, before TV, it's just mental, just a completely different world. I mean, just talking with him for half an hour, just getting his perspective on stuff would just be mind-blowing. And so he would have to be one. So I'd bring him back. I've said before I'd bring back Lou Thesz because Lou Thesz, I think, is regarded as, it's always hard to say who the greatest wrestler is. Ric Flair is obviously always mentioned. You get a lot of, you know, people that only watch WWE. You know, people talk about Stone Cold, people talk about The Rock, people like that. But the thing with Lou Thesz is that he was the NWA World Champion, and he had to go all around different companies. And if any of the challengers for the world title, like, fancied, like, you know, really having a fight and things got a bit out of hand, he had to really have the ability to look after himself because he was the NWA world champion. So he would have to really make sure that if things went south, if things went sour, he could protect himself. He was legit when it came to actually being a shooter. He was legit in, like, you don't mess with him. You don't mess with Lou Thesz because you're going to get hurt. But he'll do business. He goes all over the world, Japan, Mexico, all around US. One of the, if not the longest reigning NWA world champions ever. Dominated the 50s into the 60s. And for me, like, he's definitely someone that I think if you're having a conversation as to who the greatest wrestler is, it's so hard because, like, he's not going to have the showmanship because he came from a certain era, but people paid to see him. Like, they paid serious money, and he was a big draw, and he was a champion for a long time, and he could really go as well. So it's always hard to compare to, like, a Roman Reigns, you know? I mean, Lou Thesz would wrestle Roman Reigns into the ground. Roman Reigns wouldn't stand a chance with Lou Thesz. Like, you know, in real life, he would just tie him up in knots. But, you know, Lou Thesz obviously doesn't have, like, the tribal chief and the Ulafala and, you know, the fireworks and the pyro. And he doesn't have that sizzle. But the steak, oh, mate, honestly, tie him up in knots. So I think to learn about the territories, learn about going to all these different places, learn about what, you know, some of the stories. I think that is a monumental key character. It's just like in, like, 30, 50 years, if this question gets asked, I would not be shocked if someone goes, I'd bring back Ric Flair. You know, because Ric Flair, I think, was very similar. Only I don't think Ric Flair can legitimately, like, wrestle. I think he might be able to, but not to the level of Lou Thesz. So Hackenschmidt for the early 1900s, Thesz for the 50s and the 60s. I love Bruno Sammartino. I love Bruno. I love his story. I'd be really tempted to bring Bruno back. But unfortunately, Bruno sort of crosses over with Thesz, so I don't know that I would. Andre the Giant is going to be really hard to not bring back. You know, Andre and all the stories Andre would have. Plus, he would pay the bill at the bar because he was a very generous man. So I feel like I'd probably have to have Andre, Thesz, Hackenschmidt, Sammartino would be in my mind. Yeah, I think those are kind of the names that I'm thinking of, to be honest. You could go a bit more modern and recent if you want to go Eddie Guerrero, or if you want to go Earthquake, or if you want to go Macho Man. I mean, Macho Man would be a great shout, or Piper. That would be a great shout. I think Macho would be fun, actually. I think Macho would be interesting. Some people may go Bray, of course. I think Bray would be excellent, so you could get all those secrets for the fun house and everything. Maybe that would be my Bruno replacement. I feel like I've got that era covered with Thesz. So maybe Bray could give me insight into more recent years and give me answers on Funhouse and everything. So, yeah, maybe I'd lock Bray in. Maybe I'd have Bray, Andre, Thesz, Hackenschmidt. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Oh, did you say 5? Oh, I'll have Sammartino as well then. There we go. Yeah, good. Daisy's wishing death on Ric Flair on Christmas. No, but I'll be shocked if he's still here in 30 years. How would you predict Hackenschmidt would be booked today? It's obvious that they would have a show in Estonia. I think if Hackenschmidt was around today, it'd be hard to book him. I think he'd be very Gunther-esque. But actually, Gunther, I think, is very aware of the audience. You've got to remember that when Hackenschmidt and Gotch and all of those guys were wrestling, they used to go for hours wrestling. And really, it was more about you believed what you was watching and it was about, can the person get the pin? And so you're not watching lots of activity, but you are watching the story of the match unfolds. So who's on top? Who's winning? What's the other guy got to do? Is he in a dangerous position? Is he going to get pinned? Like, the way that you would actually consume wrestling is different. It was different. I mean, back then, there was... I was watching that footage. I mean, they've just found footage of Hackenschmidt from 1910, something like this. And it's from London. And there's just a mat on the floor. There's no ring ropes. There's no ring posts. There's no ring. I mean, it is just a mat on the floor. And you've got these two people that are just really trying to outposition each other. I mean, it's very, very similar. It's more in line with amateur wrestling now than professional wrestling. So I think it would be very, very difficult to book him in this day and age. I mean, you'd have to if you was going to book him, you'd have to say, right, you've got 20 minutes, not 2 hours. I need you to keep engaging the fans, because in this era, short attention spans. You got to remember, attention spans weren't as short back then. Actually, having a night out was a massive deal, and actually going to see something you believed was real. It was more of a sporting contest than, the kind of entertainment that it is today. So I think, it would be really hard. It'd be really, really difficult. You're really taking someone just completely out of their comfort zone and asking them to do something really completely different. So I don't know that it would work, to be honest. You could try, of course, but I don't know that it would really work. But the ability to talk to him, get those stories and learn from someone that was around during that era, I just think it would be so fascinating. Really fascinating. We'll never have the chance, though. It's not a conversation I suppose we need to spend this long on, but I would genuinely love to learn more about that era. It is an era which I'm fascinated by. I think I'm really interested in eras and things where there's not as much of a spotlight on it, I like to shine that spotlight into the 30s and 20s and whatever, because I can't watch the footage of it. So what was it like? What was wrestling like in that period? And there are books that you can read on it. There is information out there about those time periods. Wrestling's been around, just cave drawings of people wrestling. So the idea that wrestling was invented by Vince or something like this is just nonsense. I mean, it goes all the way back to cavemen. It's, in various forms, different forms, of course. So, I am interested in all that stuff. I don't know, that much about it. I know bits that I've read over the years, but it's like anything really. When it comes to a topic, you can always learn more. You will never be able to learn everything about wrestling. You'll never be able to learn everything about any topic really. But can you just learn as much as possible? So yeah, I am fascinated by that. It's a bit dull, but I'm a bit dull. I never claimed to be exciting. Eddie Owen, Pillman, China, and Ashley Mazzaro said V8-5 Raw deal. Dork Knight said, I'm going to go with Andre, Yokozuna, Mr. Perfect, Big Boss Man, and Owen Hart. K-pop Lover said Umaga is dead. That's breaking news. Kelly the Wise Lady says John Huber. Christopher said Yokozuna so that we could see him face Big Bronson Reed. I would love to see Dusty. Oh, imagine that. Dusty. That's a good shout, actually, Kim's Chains, because who doesn't want to see Dusty and Cody reunited? That's a good shout. And Piper come back, along with Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, and Scott Hall. Oh, Long Beach Hippie with a great shout. Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain. Oh, they're great shouts. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Honestly, they might be the reason as to why I love the Golden Era so much. If you was to take Gorilla and Bobby out of the Golden Era, I wonder if its appeal would drastically drop, because Gorilla was always like, I loved him on commentary. I know people don't rate his commentary, but I love him on commentary. He's like he's like a granddad on commentary. He's an old guy on commentary that just knows his stuff, and you trust him, and he's a good guy, and I love him on commentary. Bobby, I mean, just maybe one of the greatest, if not the greatest personalities we've ever seen in professional wrestling, and obviously the two of them together, just magic, absolute flipping magic. So they're great shouts. Gorilla's a great shout. Bobby's a great shout. Suzanne said Dusty. I love the way he talked. Yeah, Dusty, I think it's a great shout. Bring back Umaga, said Cadet. Christopher said Yokozuna for sure. Jacob with Umaga would be unstoppable, said Cameron. That would be fun to see them two together. That is true. That is true. Roddy Piper getting a shout. My favourite Christmas film is Daddy's Home 2. I've not seen that. I haven't seen Daddy's Home 1, to be honest. Let's get the... let's move this out the way. Lovely. I'd bring back the Road Warriors. That's a great shout. That's a great shout. Who said that? Who said that? Someone said I would bring back the Road Warriors, and then it just jumped up, so I never got a chance to see who said it. Who are you? Who are you? Because it is a great shout. I'll never know who you are because the computer won't show me anymore. You know who you are. It was an excellent shout. Gordon Soley would be a great return. He was the mentor of the modern commentators. His dry voice would light up a pay-per-view. He is regarded, isn't he, as one of the great commentators of all time. I don't know much of his work because it was obviously outside of WWE. I think he did a couple of bits with WWE. But, yeah, he was a territory guy, wasn't he? It just came to my mind, the Little Donkey song. It says, Little Donkey on the Dusty Roads. Oh, Little Donkey is Dusty Rhodes fan, confirmed. The Ultimate Warrior for one last match. He probably was going to have one if he had stayed a little longer, said Wrestle with Andy. It's, yeah, I mean... He was one of my favourites as a kid, but have you not just soured a little on him since all the stuff's come out about like his comments and all that sort of stuff? Has that not just sort of soured it a little bit for you? It has for me, unfortunately. It has for me a little. I say a little a lot. I don't find my passion for him as a kid. I mean, he was up there with Undertaker. There would have been no doubt in my mind. If people had asked me who's your favourite wrestler ever, Ultimate Warrior would have been in the conversation, but just not anymore. I mean, I go back and I watch him and I see how limited he was now, and I see that it was all sizzle and no steak, and it is the comments more, and it is his personality, and he was, you know, we all hear the stories. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know if anyone's got it, I've got it somewhere, the destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD that WWE put out, where they basically show you and tell you how awful of a person he was. I don't know why they did it. I can't remember what sparked them doing that. So unusual for WWE to put out a DVD that basically slams one of their ex-talents, like just absolutely obliterates them. So weird. So weird. We am struggling a little bit here to find NXT at the moment. I still don't have it queued up. Is it going to flip and pop up at some point? I don't have to go to like YouTube or anything, do I? It's almost time, but I don't have it. Where are you, NXT? Come on. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning on Christmas, but no excuses. Yeah? Some of us are here talking nonsense, just like Jesus would want. Batman Big Fan said, Daze, keep up the good work. Love you, bud. Batman Big Fan, Hope you have a great Christmas, my friends. I hope you have a good one. You deserve one. Where is NXT? It's 1 o'clock now, kids. Has anyone got NXT in the UK? I can't find NXT. Does anyone know where it is, said ARM? No, I don't know where it is. Someone has fallen asleep. Someone has dropped a ball. Someone has definitely boobed. Is it on? I've got a transmission begin message on CW. It is starting now. Well, we don't have it in the UK. Fun fact. Someone has flipping not put it up. On YouTube. Is it on YouTube? Can I go to watch wrestling? Let's go watch wrestling. Oh, this is an interesting situation, isn't it? Well, this is a flipping nightmare, isn't it? Let's go watch live stream. I flipping hate watching it on Watch Wrestling. I love breaking the law, but I don't love watching things on here because it always seems to crash and freeze and all that nonsense. Come on, play it, you cowards. Play it, you cowards. Watch Wrestling, you might have to go to, kids. It says watch live, but it doesn't play. Netflix roll on. It is on for me, says Rhea Blummin Ripley. N3 XTLVL. So, next level collector, is it? Shout out to you, my friend. It doesn't show me your full name, unfortunately, but it says your file is ready to download. I don't want to download no file. I bet the Chinese are trying to get into my computer. They better not. They better not. They better not take all of my... They're probably watching me now. They've probably hacked my camera. I just want to watch NXT. Okay. Well, I've got something on. I don't know if it's what I need. Right now, I've just got something showing me what was happening last week. Oh, yeah, the controversy of last week. Oh, yeah, that sucked. NXT isn't on the network tonight for UK fans. Why? Why is it not on the network? I've got an Ultimate Warrior tattoo before I knew about anything. I'm in too deep now. Oh, really? Well, listen, he was still one of my favourites as a kid, and they still sell his merch. So... Okay, I do have Welcome to NXT on the CW, so I do have visibility. We've got a Christmas tree and we've got some presents. Has it been announced anywhere that NXT is not available to view? Santa Claus! Santa Claus is making his way down. Who's that going to be? What boomer is that going to be? There's no message or anything. I can't see any message. Stephanie's coming out. So it looks like we're going to be starting with Stephanie. Who's Santa? Some dude's walking around in a Santa costume, but we don't know who it is. Santa. Yeah. Some boomer. Okay. Stephanie, Cora coming up. So we do have Stephanie getting into the ring. Is it not on? Is it not on at all? Welcome to the generation of Jades. It probably starts at like 1:30 because it's taped. I don't know. If it was on TV, I would agree with you. But I don't know that they need to do that when it comes to the network. Maybe you're right. Perhaps they just put it up. Because they don't need to worry so much about it being in sync with America, do they? Oh, God, these tape shows. They'll be the death of me. Well, that's it. Christmas is ruined. Christmas is ruined. Generation of Jade. Coach Co said, Coach Co, time travel. I'm at home, but I'm at the venue at the same time. Happy Halloween Eve, Ghostly Boo. Coach Co, shout out to you, buds. Coach Co was there, enjoying the action. Last week. Should be a really good match, this. So, Cora driving Stephanie back to the corner. I'm watching on Watch Wrestling if anyone's interested. That's, you know, if you type that into Google, you can find it on there. At the moment, it is not showing. Please, don't let Santa be Ryback. You're joking, aren't you? I couldn't think of anything better. I would love to see the social media reaction of that being Ryback. Okay, so right now we've got Cora grabbing the arm of Stephanie. Cora back in the corner. Here lies Daze. He taped shows. The tape shows done him in. That'll be it, Rob. That'll be what does it. There'll be people going up to, like, my parents in tears going, what? We didn't even hear anything was wrong. What was it? And they'll be like, it was the tape shows. The tape shows got him. Stephanie looking for a 619. Cora moves out the way. No. These two smiling at each other. Stephanie trying to grab. Boom! Lovely! Nice suplex, grabbing the hair. She's in control. I think she's going to do the head thing. She loves this. Round she goes. Oh, no. Reversed by Cora. Oh, very clever. Very clever. She's like, no. Yeah, so Stephanie is on the outside of the ring. Both women getting back into the ring. Charging over. Oh, drop kick there by Steph. Cheer by the fans. Boom. Stephanie comes down. Let's go, Cora. Yeah, again, if you are watching, buy a fire stick, says A-Jobs. I don't know how that works. But I could get a fire stick, but I don't know how it works. On the back, looking for a backstabber there by Cora. So, Stephanie down. I think we might be about to go over to commercial break, are we? We are. Oh my God, I'm going to get to watch the adverts. Let's go. We must make sacrifices. What's this?
And I'll stop ordering everything that's trending on Instagram. And I will no longer agree to the add-ons that the oil change place just because the mechanic called me male.
It really is a top-of-the-line filter, man. And of course, we'll downgrade our insurance.
Oh, it's an advert for Progressive. This is kind of interesting for me to be able to watch the American adverts. It's a little Christmas treat, this, for me. Sonic? We don't even have Sonic. We've got the Hedgehog. Look at that. Mate, that looks amazing. Double Sonic. Queso or something. It was a smash burger with cheese. Another smash burger. Bits of, like, tortilla chip sprinkled. And then it had jalapenos put on top as... Oh, mate. Oh, God, I don't know what you're doing in America, but if you ain't just binging on them, I don't know what you're doing. That looks awesome. Pfizer. Welcome to our ads, said Zoom Station. Daze, it's on the network now. Is it? Oh, but I want to watch this. Is it on the network now? No, it isn't. It's not on my network. I've still got Watch Now, Best of Keith Lee. No, I'm not even lying. Right now, it says Best of WWE, the Best of Keith Lee. Serious? That is what they're showing right now. What better way to bring in Christmas than watch the Best of Keith Lee? It's not what's on the tree that matters. It's who's around it and what presents they've bought you. Skechers. I swear, Skechers, they never used to be cool. But now I feel like lots of people wear them. Skechers. Would I like some Skechers? I might like some Skechers. Jimmy John's. Make it a combo. Only at Jimmy John's. This Saturday. Let's go. The Miami, Ohio Red Hawks are taking on the Colorado Creatures in the Arizona Bowl. Right, we're back to the action. This is way better. I'd quite happily watch NXT this way every week, actually. Okay, Cora Jade goes over to the corner. I tell you, that Sonic Smash Burger looks amazing. I want one of them for Christmas. 1, 2, shoulder up. Please don't tell me this is going to be like yesterday, said Brony. No, it should be all right because, I mean, I'm watching the American stream, so I should be. I mean, maybe I'm a few seconds behind, of course. But outside of that, actually, it should work well. But yeah, no, in UK, I do not have NXT on my WWE network. It's on the NXT section of the network. Oh, so they're not airing it live. They've just put it in as a video. Oh, you're right. They have. They've just uploaded it as a video. It's 1 hour 19, but that would have no adverts. So I can't do it that way. Right, yeah. God, that's strange, isn't it? They've just chucked it up and they've just put it as like an archived episode. God. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Aren't you going to, like, air it live and put, like, ad breaks it? No. There you go. Happy New Year. Thanks. Boom. Kick coming in there by Steph. Cora goes back to the corner. Yesterday was diabolically bad, said Dort Knights. Catering for the US audience has ruined it for us Brits. Yeah, but America's better than the UK. So I've changed my allegiance. I listen to Brat now. I'm having a Brat summer, aren't I? I've got my Brat album. So I'm Brat now. It's really Brat to watch NXT this way and to pause shows so that you stay in sync with America. That is so Brat. Cora Jade is down. 1, 2, kick out by Cora. USA, 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 yeah. I love USA. I love everything about America. I love Harry Potter. I love Brat. I'm a Brat fan. I'm having my Brat summer. I love everything USA. USA, USA. Steph goes against the ropes. Cora, boom, back elbow. Middle of the ring, gut wrench. Lovely work going over, going for the pin. 1, 2, shoulder up. It's not a bad little match. This, you know, not a bad little match. Cora is basically in her bra. This is great, said Alex. Alex, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Alex. This is the real gift that WWE has given us. Package? Oh! Thought she was going for a package pile driver, which, as we know, is like deeply illegal. But actually, she did a bit of a net breaker. Stephanie picks up the victory. And let's go over to the live chats. And let's get a poll going. I will get to the super chats when we get to the next commercial break, my friends. My American friends. Not my English ones. You guys suck. But my American friends. And my Canadian friends. I love you guys. But not the English ones. But... Ooh! 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 Kalani with a kendo. Kendani. Kendo Arnie. Stephanie grabs Kendo Arnie. Jordan. And she's like, chill, sister. Chill. Calm down. Raw is Netflix. Play the song. Oh. Hello, there's the Riz. The D'Angelo family. Let's go. This reminds me of Christmas Eve when I was a kid. Well, funny you should say that. It is Christmas Eve. Talking about Lorenzo's mum. Hey, we saw Tommy's mum earlier, didn't we? On the web. Mates. Man, I wouldn't mind that for Christmas. I wouldn't mind that for Christmas. I told him that as well. Like his mother? They're bashing heads in like his mother. Okay, there's Lexis. Oh, William Regal. Oh, it's not a very good reaction. I thought the crowd would cheer. You deserve this opportunity. Are you going to do it tonight? Yes. Is he going to swerve him? Next. Oh! That's not what I was asking you. Mates! He just went into his pocket and he just got out the brass knucks and he was like, that's not what I was asking. Is this the Big Stepper song? I love this song. Hang on. I can never remember which ad it's in. You know, the Big Stepper, Underground Mecca. I love that track. I don't think it's this one, though. I think it's the Netflix one. Welcome to Raw. This is the logo reveal, innit? You know, the rebellious logo. Did you know Raw's going to Netflix? I don't know if you've heard. BK Melts. BK Melts. BK Melts. BK. Shrooms and Swiss. Ugh. Shrooms and Swiss cheese. Ugh. And they advertise that on TV. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Oh my God. I'm loving these adverts. Right, let's go over to... I need to catch up with these super chats. Bembo said, no way WWE thought, let's just forget the UK tonight. We did think that. But it is in the on-demand section. They didn't forget us. They just don't care about us. And instead, they just went... Do you know, it's a bit like if someone buys you a present for Christmas. And they're just like... There you go. Merry Christmas. And you're like, thank you. Thank you. I think it might be broken, but thank you. That's what WWE have basically done to us. They're like, there you go. You want NXT? There's NXT. Thank you. Thank you. Are you not doing like a big presentation of it? No. Okay. Coach, shout out to you. Coach said I was there last week. I can tell you who it is, but it will spoil the show. Are we going back to the Santa thing, are we, later? Oh, is that like a mystery? Who's Santa thing? Oh, I'm down for that. I'm down for a Christmas mystery. Oh, is that burger again? Double smasher. Oh my God, mate. I need to go back to America. I need the Sonic double smasher. I never went to Sonic's. Last time I went. Oh, did you know that a dude got in touch with me earlier today who is from that Sir Henry's Trail? I don't know if you saw it. Here, look at this. Look at this, boomer. Author Brad Avocado said, I'm actually one of the liaisons for WWE talent at Sir Henry's. I've guided Joe, Shotzi, and Gigi Dolan, and Byron Saxton actually works occasionally as a scare actor. What? Read that again. Look at this. Why is he working as a scare actor? This dude gets paid loads by WWE. He ain't on the breadline. WWE aren't just giving him, like, pennies. Yeah? I know he might not be on the same as the wrestlers, but he's fine. Like, he doesn't need to work a part-time job. But, there, look at this. I've guided Joe, so Joe Gacy, Shotzi, Gigi Dolan, and Byron Saxton actually works occasionally as a scare actor. Imagine if you went to this place and Byron Saxton jumped out at you to scare you. Oh, like that. Byron! Have you seen the Halloween Havoc scenes that were filmed at the trail? No, I mean, yes, I will have, because I've watched Halloween Havoc, but I can't picture them. It's amazing, isn't it? Is this not amazing? It's amazing. I really appreciate this as well. So, big thank you to @WolfSoul4 for reaching out, because I think that's just so cool. Right, Lexis King's making his way down. Bembo said, I found it on the network. It's a VOD. A lot of people won't know what that means, to be honest. It means visual orientation device. So, there we go. Just explaining it for the boomers. Chris said, I'm in the US, but I watch Canada or UK broadcasts. Do you? Why do you do that? What's the benefit of doing that? Why would you do that? It is fun to see the different adverts. William Regal's come down with Lexis King, you know. Let's end this poll, kids. I'm in such good spirits. I feel like I should have a festive drink. I don't have one. I feel like I should get festive smashed. Stephanie versus Cora. Oh, you lot weren't crazy about it, but it was all right. You lot said it was good 94. Good 94%. This is NXT. I have to start putting the dates because I've just got so many bits of paperwork around me. I haven't got a clue what any of the flipping shows are because I never actually write down the show or the date. Okay, so that was match 1. Match 2 is going to be Lexis versus Charlie Dempsey. Beautiful. Daze, NXT has been on the network since 6 p.m. Has it really? They just dropped it early, did they? I still hate them. I still hate them. Okay, so we're just seeing what went down. 2 months. It's been 2 months. Heritage cut rules. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So, 6 3-minute rounds, lots of blah, blah, blah. I couldn't find NXT on the network. Just click on NXT and it's there. Serial Killer said I might get some for New Year's just to try them. I doubt they are anything amazing. What are we talking about? They do. They are now being advertised. So I've not tried them. Oh my God, what are you on about? Serial Killer, what are you talking about? Because he can. Taco Bell. Chicken nuggets. Have taco shells. Oh, that sounds okay. I want to try the Sonic Smash Burger. Ren has come down. So we are underway with this match number 2. If you are just joining us, Merry Christmas if you're just joining us, by the way. Although not in America, because it's not Christmas yet. Only if you're in the UK or European countries or Australia. Anywhere where it's actually Christmas, Merry Christmas. Anywhere that it's not Christmas, forget it. It's Christmas Eve for you. Dropkick, lovely dropkick there by Lexis. Charlie rolls. Paul Heyman credits CM Punk for his return to wrestling. Punk came on TV and said, that's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. Because he was so hot at that time, people started Googling. Thanks to him, a year later, I was back on TV with Brock Lesnar. Ah. It's a fun little story, isn't it? Paul Heyman talking about CM Punk. Ren is on the outside of the ring. It's pretty fun. Lexis working on the arm at the moment of Charlie Dempsey. We got 1 minute 20 odd left in round number 1. Charlie trying to get through, working on the arm. Again, working on the arm. He gets Lexis King down. Charlie is in control. Lexis trying to get back up to his feet. Crowd are not really feeling this, are they? Crowd are not really feeling this. Ah, Wolf Soul 4 has got back in touch again, you know. Look at this. This a couple of hours ago, I never saw, definitely. Rhea Ripley showed up this past season. She attended on her own, so I didn't get to give her the tour or meet her, sadly. But here's a little clip from Shotzi's last tour. Oh my God, what a dude this dude is. I'm going to retweet this. Let's have a look at that. That ain't Shotzi. Oh, that's Shotzi. I'm going to turn the music down. Whoa, I tell you, it looks like a really fun day out, doesn't it? Oh, you know that Shotzi was absolutely loving it. Did that dude's head, like, how's that work? Is it on string or something? Yeah, it bounces back, doesn't it? It must be a... Do it again, you boomer. Yeah, here we go. It's sometimes the simple things that can impress you the most. So there we go. That was some exclusive footage of Shotzi being at that. It seems like everyone goes to this flipping Sir Henry's Trail. I've never heard of it. It's the place to be seen, kids, in Florida. Double axe handle there by Charlie. We are in round number 2 right now. Round number 2. You're about a minute behind me, says Rob. Rob, I'll take that. I can't really do much. But I tell you, the fact that it hasn't crashed once is thrilling for me. At this point, is NWA even a talking point for wrestlers? If you've got potential to go to WWE or AEW, not if you can go to either of those. I know you stopped seeing it, but I'm thinking, is there any wrestler that people want to see in WWE? I know you stopped seeing it, but is there any wrestler people want to see going to WWE? Yeah, Zilla. Flipping Zilla. I mean, I don't really see people saying, oh, I want this person to come from it. I think people know how contracts work. So you don't really get that chatter so much now. You do from kids that maybe don't, know who's under a deal or how it works. But I think if you know kind of the such and such has signed for 2, 3 years, 5 years, it's like there's not much chatter about MJF coming to WWE because everyone knows that he's under a long-term deal. So there's, nothing can be done. So, no, I don't really see a great Jordan Grace. See a bit of her because her contract's coming up. And Zilla is the one that you get a lot of. Oh, look at this single leg Boston Crab. Still no falls in this one. Right now, minute 2, minute 1, minute 59, 58, 57, 56, 55. That's how many seconds are left in round 2 as Lexis kicks out. I feel like the crowd have slipped into a coma. Big chop coming in. Over in the corner goes Lexis. Boom! Super kick by Lexis. Goes up. Looking for a crossbody. That was lovely, actually. Went for a crossbody. Sort of ended up going over, flipping over, looking for the pin. Ren is a mess on the outsides. Dragon screw there by Charlie. Lexis King crawling his way over to the corner. Charlie getting round the back, looking for a suplex. Bridges. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up, kids. Here we go. And he's pulling back on the head. He's got the legs wrapped up. Stomps coming in there by... Oh, Charlie Dempsey, referee coming over, having a words. And, right, we've got Ren with... Ren had, like, this water squirter. She was not paying attention. It was kind of missing Charlie Dempsey. She was like... Double Sonic. They love this advert, don't they, in America? You flipping love it. I love it. What's this? Universal Orlando Studios presents. What the heck is this? Is this that new world? Is it open? Is it the advert for the new theme park? Shut up. Shut up. 5 immersive worlds. Mario Kart, shut up! I want to go to that Nintendo land. 5 immersive worlds. 1 amazing theme park. Oh, is this open yet? There's going to be so many flipping influencers doing videos. Harry Potter World, How to Train Your Dragon, Celestial Park. The Harry Potter one will obviously be great for Epic Universe. Let's go, mate. I would go to that just for the Nintendo worlds. I heard they were getting rid of the Simpsons world. You know, I'm gutted. Gutted. I never had a chance to go to that. The Heritage Cup matches suck unless it's the right wrestlers in place, says Big Time Baxter. Proctor Dill said, Daze, you make me Norman Smiley. Big wiggle. Proctor Dill, shout out to you, my friend. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good one. Chris, shout out to you. Dr. Lucha Lala said, you are too kind to us Americans. I just try to help Anglo-American relations, to be honest. I just try to make sure that the special relationship stays special. Merry Christmas, Days and community. Thanks for creating a safe space for us wrestling fans. Yeah, it is true. This is a safe space. No one is allowed to abuse you but me. If you come into this chat, you will be abused by me, but only me. Yeah? And my life is so horrifically depressing that if you get abused by me, you can easily just laugh it off anyway, you know? It's going to have no effect on you whatsoever. Because you'd just be like, who does this boomer think he is, you know? But it is true, it is a safe space because no one else is allowed to do it. I will not tolerate bullying unless it's from me. Yeah? So, Dr. Lucha Lala, shout out to you, my friends. I'm not being funny. Oh, God. Undercover manager's being funny. Let's go. Oh, hello. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, the final act. Okay. Look, I'm not being funny, but when do we get a WWE-themed world or park? I'm here for this conversation. With rides and attractions as well as exhibitions, they could make a fortune. They could have the Hall of Fame on site as well and house a new performance center. And if you think that TKO also own UFC, would you not have a UFC world in there? Why would you not have a WWE world, a UFC world, and create a theme park based on those IPs? And don't they now own bull riding? I think they own professional bull riding. Mate. You know, and there's rumours that they're looking to bring boxing in as well, you know. Could you imagine if you did open a theme park with all those IPs? Imagine that. It'd be sick. I completely agree with you. The cost of it, though, would be absolutely diabolical, astronomical. But I completely agree. Beyonce's halftime show and rally with Kamala Harris. What's this? What's this that's trending? Beyonce is performing tomorrow. It's the first time we will have performance material from the new album, I Can't Breathe. I'm sending you big joy and love on this cowboy Christmas Eve. I will see you tomorrow. That wasn't a DM, by the way. She just posted that, Beyonce. Well, it seems like people are excited about tomorrow then and about Beyonce performing. Has she got a new album already? Didn't she have a new album earlier this year? She's got another one. God, they're like buses. Lexis comes off top. Still 0-0. We're in round 4, you know. We're in round 4 here. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Crossbody. Lexis King in control. We've had 38 minutes. I'm having a lovely time, you know. Daze, interesting tidbit. Abe Lincoln was an impressive wrestler with a 300... Oh, I don't know his records. I did know that he was a wrestler, but I didn't know his records. 300 wins and just 1 loss. Who did he lose to? Imagine him at his prime fighting for the WWE title. Yeah, but who did he face? He probably faced the local bumpkin, didn't he? Probably faced the village idiot. I can't imagine he was taking on flipping Hackenschmidts and flipping Ed Strangler Lewis's and Farmer Burns. Ren Sinclair is... Ren is in there. I love Ren. She is trying to revive. The match is still going on. She's running the risk of being DQ'd. Look, William Regal is on the edge of the ring. Oh, boom! William Regal wallops Lexis with the knucks. The knucks. Well, he didn't do it. DQ. DQ. Did that backfire for William Regal? Is that what he wanted? New? We've got a new? Oh, the crowd have woken up. William Regal using the brass knucks. He's just cost his son the Heritage Cup. But Lexis King didn't really win it, did he? He didn't really win it. Yeah, DQ and you lose. William Regal just shaking his head on the outside. I don't think that went the way that he planned, you know. He tried to give the Nux to Lexis. Lexis was like, what? I don't want these. So he gave them back. Or tried to. Yeah. I think that's such a bad... I hate that about wrestling, you know. I really hate that. The referee did not see what happened, so he's just presuming. I know that that's how it used to be, but I think in this day and age with, like, VAR and all this kind of stuff, wrestling's a little bit behind the times now, you know? Where the ref's like, hang on, that person's down. You've got the brass knucks. Well, it can only be that you hit him. It can't be. There is nothing else that I can think that might have happened here. It absolutely must have been you. Back in the day, like 20 years ago, I think that works and it's fine. In the modern world, I don't know. I think it's at its day. It can only be you. I can't think of anything else. DQ. Yeah, well, cry about it. I'm sorry you've lost your cup. Deal with it. We got OTM. Do you know what I've got? Look at this. They're not actually Haribo. They're trolley. I don't even know what trolley is. But it's a Christmas. But these are lovely as well, you know. They're quite big. Quite big. Some of them are see-through. Look at that. OTM. It's decent size, that. Yeah, decent size. Like my thumb. I saved these. I had these the other day. I thought, you know what? I'm saving these for Christmas Day. You've got like presents and trees. And that one looks like a little toy soldier. I don't know if you can see him. Don't know if you can see that little fella right there. It's like a little toy soldier fella. Look at him. Nice. Right. Oh, we're treating ourselves. Honestly. I might sit here, listen to Brat, and I might eat my Christmas party mix. Okay, Albert and Isla are making their way down. Guys, if you did pass out from that last match, please try and wake up. It is Christmas. Jesus would not want you to sleep right now whilst NXT is on. Jesus would want you watching the show. Yeah. Days, I'll be surprised if Saudi Arabia does something like WWE. Oh, won't be surprised if they do something like a WWE UFC part. They already have got the experience. And they're building the tallest, fastest roller coaster in the world. In the world. Yeah, but it's a dry country, isn't it? Like, you can't drink when you're over there. I mean, that is a real problem. Do you know what I mean? You can't drink. I mean, that is a real barrier, I think. Guys, I just found a flipping snowman. Look at this fella. Look at that fella. Does that not make you feel Christmassy? Look at him. And he looks cola flavoured. Is he cola flavoured? It's kind of cola flavoured. Yeah, it was kind of cola flavoured. I will just sit here and eat these if I don't put them away. Look at that. Candle. Candle. Yeah. Peace and love and hope around the world. Lovely. I've got tubs of Haribo, said James. Get them out. Get them going. Wrestling Proud said, Daze, you're smacking them talkers. Yeah, this is now an ASMR stream. I actually just watched on TV. They just counted down the top 100 TikToks. And we just had that on as we were having dinner. And they said that ASMR is worth like 500 million, $500 million. It's a $500 million industry. So I'm going to get some of that money. So this is now going to be a wrestling ASMR channel. That's what 2025 is going to be. It's going to be me sat here going, are you enjoying NXT? Like that. For 7 hours. Daze, have you hinted at doing a future mukbang wrestling stream? Yeah. I'm going to be the next, what's his name? Nick Chameleon, whatever it's called. That's going to be me. Is he fat again? What's gone on there? Do you remember he was fat and then he was like thin and now he might be fat again? Where is he? What's going on? What's the latest? I need to know if that man is fat or thin. Does anyone know? Is he fat or thin? Daze, do you think there might be a possibility of WWE either creating a partnership or a sponsorship deal with a major football soccer team such as Bayern Munich, PSG, Man City or Inter Milan? Yep. No, I don't know, honestly. I mean, it's not something I remember them ever doing before. They are under new ownership. I certainly can't see them being on the front of a team shirt, but could I see them not being on a sleeve or something? I mean, maybe they could do something like that. But we don't really see UFC doing that. I think if TKO was doing that with UFC, I'd feel a bit more confident that they would do it with WWE. But they haven't done it with UFC. But I wouldn't rule it out if they feel that there's value to it, you know? I'm going back to these again. I thought I could quit, but I can't. It's like crack. Saudi and Dubai theme parks are usually empty and they run at a loss, but I guess it's all about money only, so they don't care. Yeah. Yeah, they're not bothered. They've got so much money to burn. Just build it and get whoever you can to come along. Honestly, if you get people to go once, I think they will go again. I think that first time is the hardest, isn't it? I mean, the idea of going to Saudi Arabia where there's no drinking and there's no women, you kind of go, oh, well. But, like, if you actually go, you'd probably have a really great time because, I mean, I know they've done propaganda hard, but, like, there is some really impressive stuff there. Every time they do weigh-ins for boxing or, you know, like, you look at the surroundings and you're like, Jesus, some of the restaurants, the food, like places to visit, WWE experience, and, as you know, bonkers theme parks, bonkers water parks. I mean, not if you're a woman, you know. You can't show skin, but I don't know what you do at a water park. What do they do at a water park? Hold the towels. That's this. We got Kalani, we got Stephanie, we got Lola. But the good thing is I'm not a woman. So it doesn't matter, does it? Sucks to be you, but, you know, boo-hoo. Cry about it. Oh, I haven't got my freedom. Well, I have, so I'm going to go. Merry Christmas. Get out my face. Kalani having a right go at Lola and a right go at Stephanie. Oh, here we go. Is this my track? No? Oh. Lola is... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't speak that language. Dr. Luchalala said Lola looking like Shakira. Shakira. Did you know that Raw was going to Netflix? I'd heard rumours. Here's Fatal Influence. They're making their way down. What time is it? We've got 12 minutes till the halftime score. Daze would be 3 WWE stars you would invite for a Christmas party. Oh, it'd be all the women. It would be, who's single? Julia. That'd be it. I'd invite Julia. don't know. I don't know who's seeing people. I don't know who's in relationships. So I don't want to be partying with people that are in relationships. What is this match? I don't even know what this is. We got Fatal Influence making their way down. Tag match. Oh, Albert. God, they've been in the ring a while. Albert and Isla versus JC and Jasmine. There we go. The eating ASMRs are the worst, said Dawn. I've not watched them. I remember Tommy went through a period of which will surprise nobody. But, Caden and Katana are there? Caden and Katana are in the crowd with Santa? Let's go. Everyone's looking for presents. Merry Christmas. Vic Joseph is still trying to wrap his head around what we saw. Nice. Elbow to the back there by Isla. Going over, looking for the pin on Jasmine. Jasmine kicks out. Over against the ropes. Isla. Drop kick there by Isla. Tag being made. JC is coming in the ring. She tells Isla to get back. Just like the Beatles did. I hate it when people with long or fake nails tap them on everything, says Kelly. Oh, what that thing. Have you watched the match that Gunther introduced into the vault, says David? No, I have not. Zoom Station said, I would let Isla do that to me. What, with the nails thing? That thing. Super kick there by Albert. Kick outs. Who's in the Santa suit, said Suzanne. We don't quite know yet. We don't quite know. Brony said, so Albert and Isla are the faces? Yes. Kick coming in. Well, here I believe they are. Chops coming in there by Albert. Ooh, crucifix, no. JC in there. Albert goes against the ropes. Stuck underneath. Tag being made. Nice takeover. Good work. Coming over. Charge. Boom. Big kick. She kicked her in the womb. Going for the cover. 2. Shoulder up. Breaking news. WWE is going to move to a streaming service known as Netflix on January 6th. If you don't know, now you know, says Spartan. Serial Killer said, why don't the women wrestlers dig their nails into their opponent's eyes? Because it's illegal. Eye pokes and eye raking is illegal. You'd be disqualified. And you could probably blind someone as well. And like, do you really want that on your conscience? You know? I mean, it's one thing to be a heel, but to blind someone... Even heels have limits, you know. Kick coming in. Daze, WWE needs to go to the restaurant business. Tried it. Where they could have Carlito's apple pies and King of the Unreal. Tried it, didn't they, with WWE New York? And they did have... Oh, God, what was that one? Oh, God. Oh, I won't remember it. It was all names like that, but it was something mental with a cheesecake. It was like... I can't remember it. Like Jake the Cheesecake Roberts or something like that, you know? If it wasn't, it should have been. If it wasn't, it should have been Jake the Cheesecake Roberts. Oh my God. Yes. It wasn't. It wasn't that. Oh my God, the guy in the Santa suit is Wrestling Daze. Why didn't you tell us she was on NXT? You beep. It was a surprise, wasn't it? Surprise. Yeah, already it's made it to number 1 in the top 10 most disappointing reveals in WWE history. Not even of this year, just ever. Even more disappointing than when the gobbledygooker came out the egg. Quite proud of that. I'm number 1, baby. Number 1. Daniel said, Daze, I'm right behind you. Run. That was quite good, wasn't it? I came from my soul. Rikishi ran over Stone Cold and got away with it. Y'all soft, said Serial Killer. Sonny said, I want cheesecake. Oh, I love cheesecake. Do you know, we went to Costco for the first time. Never been before, but I went to Costco. There was one in Birmingham, and we went to have a look to see what they had. And it was all right. I think there's bigger than the one in Birmingham. The one in Birmingham's big, but I feel like you can have bigger. But what we bought was a cheesecake. £12. Big cheesecake like this. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. My dad didn't like it. He said it was too marshmallowy. He felt the top bit was like quite marshmallowy. As soon as he said that, I was like, yes, it is. You're right. It does taste quite marshmallowy, but with a really thick like base. And as soon as he said it, I loved it even more. I really like marshmallow. Yeah, love it. Lovely. I don't even know how we got on that subject. Someone must have mentioned cheesecake. That's how we got onto it. And it reminded me of the best cheesecake I've had recently. It's from Costco. But you have to like marshmallow to like it. Joe said, I love cheesecake. I heard WWE programming on Tubi, said Christopher. Don't know, but that would be in the old USA. Did you know that you can get Starlink from Costco? Yes. I found that out. Digging your nails into eyeballs is illegal, but you can hit people with brass knucks. That is also illegal. Undercover Manager said, breaking news, Tony Khan is going to make an announcement tomorrow. Is Dynamite still on, is it? Taped. Almost certainly taped. Oh, God, I so love Tony Storm. Did you see her in the Hammerstein Ballroom going around being like, so great to be here in the Stein, as I like to call it? She was just so entertaining. This new character of hers is just as good as the Timeless one. It's kind of her being like new and just being overawed by everything and being so bubbly and over enthusiastic and like, oh, so good to meet you. Check this out, look. Jerry Lynn. Oh my God. Starstruck. I was just watching the video of her going around. I was like, oh my God. This woman. She is the best. She is the best. She really could be my favourite female wrestler at the moment, you know. And I don't even watch her. I love her. I absolutely love what she's doing. Kit coming in there by JC. What city is that behind you? That's Telford. My mum wants to know. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to Mrs. Lopez. And this is Telford in the United Kingdom. It's not really. I'm going to tell everyone it's Telford. But I think the picture's actually of Hong Kong. So tell your mum I think it's actually Hong Kong. That's true. I do think it is actually Hong Kong. But I tell everyone, because it's like a joke, that it's Telford. It's not really. Did you say it was your mum's birthday? But she was born on the same day as Jesus. Does she know that? Whew. That must suck. Because you ain't really going to get two presents, are you really? Do you know what I mean? People are going to combine it. Like, there is no way that you're getting what you should get. If you had two separate ones, you would get more. No doubt in my mind. She would get more. I really feel for your mum. That really sucks. I feel for anyone whose birthday is on Christmas Day. JC colliding into Isla. Oh, lovely leg sweep there by Jasmine. I am going to stream the Christmas Carol on my channel, but the scary version. Just say the city is whatever you just said, just made in China, said Duran. Yeah, this is made in China. Hang on, is Hong Kong in China? I don't even know where Hong Kong is. Is Hong Kong its own country? I am very unsure when it comes to... I don't look over that part of the world, to be honest. Let's have a look. Hong Kong is a special region of China. What does that mean? Is it its own country? Yes or no? Is Hong Kong a country? No. But it's special. It's not a country, but it's very special. Well, good for you. It's a special administrative region of China. It was a former British colony. Oh, God, so we gave it back and it's not even its own country. 7.4 million people live in this special place. So it's neither a Chinese city nor a country. It's special region. It's just special. Oh, bless you. Bless you, Hong Kong. Yeah, but there we go. I live in this special place. I'm a special person in a very special place. Caden and Katana are on the outside of the ring. But the way he said Hong Kong... Tag. Someone told me that I said something funny the other day. I'm very aware of year. People always have a go at me about year. What, year? What do you mean year? Do you mean year? I can't say year. Year. It's year. What year is it? But now, people have had a go at me so much, I just say 12 months. Let's see where we are in 12 months. I've been bullied. And I can't say next year anymore. We'll see where we are this time next year. No, I have to say in 12 months now. Because I get bullied. It's really hard being me. Isla gets dragged to the outside. Shot there by JC. But there was another word that I said that people found funny. And I can't remember what it was. Don't start listing them. We don't need a list, thank you. Big boot there by JC. Alba goes down. Will I get a virus from going on to watch wrestling, said Mackenzie. Yeah. The flu. No, I don't know. I've gone on it. You'll probably get a virus. Why are you here? Yeah, why are they here, actually? They haven't got any tag titles or anything. Why are they here? Caden, Katana, JC was up top. GG knocks her off the ring. Oh, my God. Look at this. There's a load of women around, and you know what happens. Bickering. 1, 2, 3. It's a win. Isla Dawn gets the pin. Daze, I miss the days of there being a new stand-up DVD out every Christmas. Who was your go-to for the era? I loved Lee Evans. Do you know what? I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I used to work in an entertainment store. And I used to do a lot of night shifts over Christmas because, to be honest, serving customers is fine. But I much preferred getting the shelves stacked. I much preferred the job of getting stuff from the back, getting it on the shop floor, piling it up, making sure that we were just ready for the day. Like, I loved that. I love that more than, like, you know, trying to interact with the customer. Some people love that more. There's plenty of people that the thoughts of night shifts, like, they hated it. But I loved it. Flashing stuff. So, what I used to do was I used to put stand-up DVDs on whilst I was doing it. There would only be like 3 or 4 of us in the whole shop. And so we'd put one on the DVD player. It would play over the speakers, and we'd just flash stuff up whilst listening to stand-up DVDs. So I worked my way through, like, all of them. Like, just put a different one each, well, several each night. And out of that, I fell in love with Stuart Lee. So Stuart Lee is my go-to. What's this, Sean Spears and Izzy Dame? What have you ever done for me? Leave me alone. Zarya, Sol Ruka chilling backstage. So yeah, Lee Evans, awesome. Peter Kay's always fun, of course. Here's Dion Lennox. But Stuart Lee just got me. He got me. He knew who I was as a person. Who's Dion Lennox facing? Dion Lennox making his way into the ring. So get your votes in. We've had our third match of the evening. We're about to go to match number 4. Who's he facing? I don't even know who he's facing. Hasn't he been in a bit of a feud with Ashanti? Is it going to be Ashanti? It is Ashanti. The Adonis. Let's go. Let's flipping go. Daze, more ideas. Booker iced tea. Shane O mac and cheese. Love that. Alexa's Swiss cheese. Oh, Alexa Swiss cheese. Michael Coleslaw. That's good. And Hogan's leg drop soup. I like Michael Coleslaw. That's very good. Brony said Shawn Michaels does some strange booking sometimes. Why on earth is Shawn Spears and his faction interested in what the women are doing? Well, a lot of factions tend to have women so that they can dominate the different divisions. I think Izzy is quite interesting, actually, because she's really tall and she's powerful, but she has not found her rhythm yet. It's a little bit like if you've got a sports team that can't attract the big players, you have to try and find the emerging talent. A bit like Brighton in the UK. They don't have money to go and get, like, you know, Messi and all of those people. So they have to, like, go and find the kids that are coming through. Brighton are incredible. I mean, the amount of talent that they're able to locate, find, that other teams come in and like, oh my god. I don't know how Brighton do it. I'm not sure what magic they've got, but they just seem to be able to find like these amazing footballers that no one else is interested in, that then just are amazing, and big teams come in and spend like flipping 80 million on them. I feel like that's a little bit like what they're trying to do with Izzy Dame, in the sense of she's not really got much eyes on her, but she's got the size, and if she's got the right work ethic, you've got to think eventually it's going to click. She's going to get somewhere. I could absolutely see her, you know, I suppose in a way she's a bit like Lash Legend. You know, Lash Legend, you know, someone which has really had to come through, work hard to develop. Not many eyes on her, but I feel like her stock has drastically risen over the last 6 months. Izzy's just not quite, you know, got going yet, but she could be a good talent. Can't teach being big and strong. So if she's got the right work ethic, maybe it's something that could benefit that group. If you could have anything for an ultimate Christmas present, what would it be, says James? That's a brilliant question. I'd love to know everyone's answer to that. If you could have anything as your ultimate Christmas present, what would it be? I really don't know. I think I'm at the point in my life, you know, where what I need, and I know what I need, but what I need is all really expensive. Like, you know, I'm getting to that point in my life where I need a house. I need my own place. I need a car. I can drive, but I don't have a car. I don't need it, to be honest. I don't go anywhere, so I don't need it. So there's no point me having it and taxing it and insuring it and all that stuff. because I don't need it and I would never use it. It would be a waste of money. It would sit out there. So, but I'm going to get to the point, aren't I, very soon, where this arrangement that I've had has worked really well for everyone involved. But with my dad retiring soon, I don't need to be here. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, so with my dad being away so much, it has kind of worked well, me being here. Because, otherwise my mum would just be on her own. It's worked for me because I've been able to save some money, not spending it on rent. I mean, I still pay my parents, but, it's not as much. It's not the same. So, I mean, it's helped me. It's worked for them. But with my dad retiring and me, needing to get my own space, of course, it's getting to the point where I do need to, get a place. So, it's hard for me to think about, little things, for Christmas presents that I'd be after, because I suppose my mind is more on, bigger stuff now. That will have to happen in the next few years. That's going to be a massive... I don't even know how I would move and everything and still do the channel. I mean, there might have to be some downtime for a period of time of a week or so whilst I move. But really, everything should feel the same. Once that's happened, when that'll happen, could be late. It could be in 12 months. Could be in 24 months. I genuinely don't know. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of where my mind's at more than anything else. So I don't know. I wish I had an answer for that. It's an excellent question. I wish I had a fun answer. I don't really have one. I got Brat. I bought Brat. I'm really happy with it. I haven't opened it, but I've listened to the tracks on YouTube. So I've got what I need. I'm having my Brat summer. 62, 27, 7, and 3. People are not loving these matches tonight. Right, we are underway with the Shanti and Dion Lennox. I wonder if we'll get Carmen coming out at one point. That'd be good. But I mean, now look at the height that Ashanti just got there. Lord Sheograph said, I don't need anything. I'm content with my situation. That's a really good place to be, honestly. It's a really good place to be. What a comment that, weird comment that was, says James. You could rent a house, said Dortnight. It's just dead money, innit? I spent years renting. I don't regret it, but I spent years and years renting. I've lived in loads of places all over England: Ipswich, Milton Keynes, Southampton, Birmingham, Wolverhampton, and I rented everywhere I went. The thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds I have spent on rent, and now have nothing to show for it. You go, well, that can't continue forever. But honestly, in this day and age, trying to save up for a deposit, even just the deposit for a house is certainly if you're on your own as well. I mean, if you're in a relationship, it's obviously a bit easier, 50-50, ideally. Might not always work that way, but, whatever. It's a bit easier. On your own, honestly, if you're young and watching now, just flipping save. That's the best advice I can give you. Going out is fun, but having a house is more fun. And you're going to need to save now if you ever want one. Kick coming in there by Ashanti. Nikita didn't have a thing with Oba, said Dr. Luchalala. Well, Nikita has come out, hasn't she? So she's out at ringside. Shots coming in by Dion Lennox. Nikita on the outside of the ring. Back elbow there by Ashanti as Dion goes down. This is another match where the crowds are very subdued. Daze, what do we want to buy a house for? To put all the money into a house so that when you die, you have no one to leave it to anyway. Well, it's better than just spending it and it going nowhere. So I sort of feel like if you've got a house, if you hit hard times, you can always sell that house and downgrade. There is money tied up. You've got an asset to sell. If you rent, you can never sell that property. So the money you're spending, you are basically paying someone else's mortgage for them if you rent. And it's much better. It's a much better financial position to be in, to have a place so that if you hit hard times, you could always sell it and downgrade. You know, I mean, if I was to manage to get a place, it would likely go up in value because house prices obviously go up and have gone up for a long time. So it's actually, you know, if you buy a car, it goes down in value. They say you lose, I don't know, half the value when you drive off the parking lot when you buy a car. But when you buy a house, it's going up in value. Like, in a way, it's an investment, isn't it? You're investing your money. That's probably a better way of looking at it. It just takes a lot of money that you have to invest. Plus, who knows? I might meet someone. I might meet someone. I might have a kid at some point in my life. Do you know what I mean? Let's not act like I'm flipping 78. I'm 21. I've got my whole life in front of me. I'm a go-getter. I'm a catch. Honestly, there's so many women out there that want a fella that they would never see. Basically is asleep in the day and is awake at night. That's what every girl wants. I should move to America. I live on American time, don't I? But you probably won't let me in. Because you're kicking all the people out, aren't you? Even though I've showed such loving support for America. And I would contribute to the economy. And I tidy up after myself. And I live my life on American time. Do you know what I mean? And I could learn to shoot a gun. Ashanti in the ring. Look at this. We got Nikita coming in the ring. She's standing with Ashanti. She's dancing away. Well, there we go. It's a win. It's a big victory for Ashanti the Adonis. Okay, we got Hank and Tank. How much do you like chaos? Oh yeah, I forgot we got that match coming up. That'll be good. That'll be good. If we win tonight, we'll be #1 contenders. Hong Kong. Does anyone love Hank and Tank? Is anyone getting the whole Hank and Tank thing? A special look at NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. The Prodigy. This will be Booker T's favourite part of the show. Okay, we're going to commercial break. This winter, it hits different. Live. Is this the holiday tour? Yeah, lots of dates in January and February. 13 brand new live events. Tickets on sale now. Prime Video, Home Alone, The Grinch. I want to see Hank and Tank win this Fatal 4-Way and go against Axiom and Frazier, says Damien. So Damien, it's working for you. I'm not judging anyone that likes them. I'm genuinely not. I'm just like, is it working? That's my question. Are people like, okay, yeah, I'm warm into this. If anybody was wondering, Raw on Netflix, January 6th. Yeah. Just in case you missed the last 75 commercials. Shadam said, I rock with Hank and the Tank. Hank and Tank are this generation's LOD, said American Nightmare. Yes! They are this generation's Legion of Doom. You are correct. I can't wait for Netflix. $10.99 for Raw, SmackDown, all the pay-per-views. Is NXT coming to Netflix in the UK? Yes, Regan. Yes. Kim Shane said, I still have no idea who Hank and Tank are and when exactly they do on what exactly they do on NXT. I originally thought they were the Creed brothers. Lord Sheograph said Hank and Tank are the modern day bushwhackers. Dr. Luchalala said there are so many Sonic commercials. Oh, they look so good as well. I know. Daze, you should go to Japan. Japan Days at the Tokyo Dome. 5 stars. Deadman Talking, shout out to you. I wouldn't mind going to Japan. I'd like to have a look, but I don't know. Honestly, that part of the world doesn't interest me really. China, Korea, Japan, like Asia. I'm like, quite happy in England and pop into America, really. You know, go to Canada. That's me. I'm fine with that. If I need to go to Europe, I can, but no one really wants to go to Europe. You know what I mean? It's on my doorstep. If I need to go to France, then I could, but like, do you know what I mean? It's full of French people. If I need to go to Spain for a bit of sun, I could get cheap flights to Spain from the UK. But like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Italy's nice. Italy's nice. Japan is amazing, said Mayor Pete. NXT is done for me, said James. Porky Pig said Europe. Ugh. Those places are boring, said American Nightmare. In the US, we watch PLEs on Peacock. Is that going to change when they go to Netflix? No, not for you, buds. It's just that Raw moves in America. I couldn't believe it when I saw that WWE would be available for every tier, so you don't have to pay $30 a month for it. I'm about to downgrade, said Kelly the Wise Lady. Dr. Luchalala said Daisy's going to marry an American woman and get citizenship. Oh my god, I could do that. Do you think I could get Tommy's mom? I could do that. Oh my god. You be my American girl, American girl. Yes. I might do that. Oh my god. I could be dashing. If I was to, you know, have a shave and scrub up well and everything, put a suit on, I could put on the old, hello. Hello. Great to see you. I could go British. Full on British. Shaken. Not stirred. Okay, we got Shotzi, we got Kaden, we got Katana, we got Gigi, we got Tatum. What's happening here? Skrrr! Skrrr! The Meta Girls. This women's tag division's not bad, is it? Excuse you, better recognize. Oh, Kaden with a bit of sass. That girl's got balls. I don't know about you two. No, they haven't got balls. I know loads about women. Coach Co said, Daze, you're a week behind. You need to step up and catch up. Imagine that. Imagine if all this time I'd been watching the previous week. And I'm just sat here, like, chatting about what's happened, and I am actually a week out. That would be long. Coach Co, shout out to you. Oh, Wrestler with Andy said, dream Christmas present is a pack of vice versas and some bagel bite pizzas. They've been discontinued for years. Vice versas, white chocolate on the inside of a like dark chocolate shell. White chocolate shell with like dark milk chocolate on the insides. Vice versas. can't remember if I think they weren't they like oval shaped, sort of like larger Smarties type thing. I do remember them. I can sort of picture them in my head, but not 100%. And I can't remember the bagel bite pizzas, to be honest. Yeah. Do you know what I want? Onken Frufo. They used to be chocolate flying saucers. So they were like in the shape of an alien ship, right? Chocolate. But when you bit into them, strawberry yogurt on the inside. Oh, mate. They were so addictive. They were called Onken Frufo. And they were these in a pack row like that. You had about, I don't know, 6 or 7, 8 in a row. And you'd grab them. They'd be about that big. Strawberry yogurt on the inside. Oh, mate. So nice. So good. So if someone's watching this that makes your vice versas, they better make my Onken Frufo. Yeah? Days in Tokyo, going to the Tokyo Dome, turning into Meltzer and giving everything 7 stars. Yeah. We're just having a look at Roxanne. Days, that's true. It's never too late to have a kid. You've got that funny personality, says that. That is true, I do. You are right there, Hannah. And I'm British as well. You know, if you rock up to a place in America where the girls are used to the locals, and then all of a sudden this British guy walks in, you're standing out, aren't you? It's just like here. Do you know what I mean? If I go down the pub down the road and there's an American in there, they're probably going to get some poo-tang pie. Because it's different, isn't it? It's different. Although that rule doesn't work in Florida, because I'm pretty sure they have so many British people visiting in Florida that they're just immune to British people now. I need to go to like a town in the sticks. I need to go to Middle America where no visitors go, and then go into the local saloon, because I bet they've still got a saloon. I'll go in the local saloon and I'll be like, hello, can I have a beer, please? My God. You're not from round here. No, I'm from England. Oh my God. That's a woman, by the way. Have my babies. That's what she'll say. Like that. No, but all right. Gotta get married, though, because I need to be an American citizen. Okay, we got Lexus with the Heritage Cup. It's my first championship. I knew if I was a man of integrity, I did it. I know I could have cheated. This is interesting, actually, because he didn't cheat, did he? He didn't cheat. I'm a man of integrity. I know you want to talk to me, but I'm very emotional. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh dear. Come to Alabama. I'll take you to the family reunion, said Dead Man Talking. Let's go. Sounds good to me. Here we go then. Christmas, Chaos, Fatal, 4-way. Let's get this poll ended, shall we? So, 67% said it was good. 14% said it was great. 67 said it was good. 9 said it was all time. 8 said it was bad. Now it's time for, I'm guessing, main events. Fatal 4-way tag team match. It's going to be a Christmas cracker. Toronto. 1st of March. Do Do you know how American I am now? I went to this place, right? I had to fill out these forms. And the woman in there was like, can you just put today's date? And I went, oh, yeah, what is the date? She told me it. And when I wrote it, I handed it back to her, and she went, like this. And I was like, is that correct date? She went, yeah. But you've written it American. And it's because I write the month first. Because all the titles and video descriptions and everything that I type American. I always put the date, like, month first. And you don't do that here. You always put the day first in England. Which, in my mind, makes more sense. Day, month, year. You know, it gradually gets bigger. Day, month, year. But in America, you do it month, day. I don't know why you do it that way. Month, day, year. I don't really get it, but that's how you do it. And I handed it back, and she was like, she was trying to figure it out. I think as well, the numbers, you know, it's a nightmare if it still works. You know, for example, if it's the 11th of March, it could be in UK that would be 11/3/24, but in America that would be the 3rd of November. So it works both ways. It could be the 3rd of March, or it could be the 11th of it could be the 11th of March or the 3rd of November. So I think she probably did look at it and was like trying to work it. Because if it's the 24th or something, you can figure it out, can't you? But the other way, it doesn't really work. So yeah, fried her brain. That's how that's it, I'm in. Do you know what I mean? What else do you want from me? I'm flipping right in the date in American style. I'm in. That's it. I've passed the test. Why do you do it day, month, year? Why do you do it day, month, year? Us. Because the day changes every day, but the month and the year don't. So the day, every day is different. So that's the one that changes. The other ones stay the same, don't they? The month for the whole month and the year for the whole year. So the one that changes is the first one that you write. It's the day, month, year. That actually makes more sense to me, like the UK way of doing it. The American way doesn't make sense to me. But that's how you do it, because you just, we want to be different. It's not a pavement, it's a sidewalk. It's not a lift, it's an elevator. Okay. Oh, Sonics. I do so want a smash burger. There is a lot of Sonic commercials, isn't there? Kim's Chain said, I do that as well. I spell some words. Oh, God, yeah, I do that. Spelling words. Yeah, forget, like, colour, favourite. The U has gone now for me. Colour is COLOUR. Favourite is FAVOURITE, but not anymore. I do that American now. I'm so tired of the computer telling me I'm wrong. It's like, it keeps going, you should double check this. I'm like, I have, and it's correct. Stupid computer. Hank and Tank have been winning me over in recent months. The charisma has really shown. You of all people could remember how many times I on them. I still think the ceiling is NXT for them, though. Okay, so it is working for you. I'm not against it. I'm not down on it. I just, I don't find myself loving it. They're just sort of there. I don't hate on them. I do find them sometimes to be the butt of the joke still, but I don't hate on them. Right, we've got Javon. There's a message here from Ethan Page to Javon. What is... You talked about my personal life. I've had a week to reflect on my actions. They just showed a scan. Last week was the highlight of my year, says Ethan. Netflix. Year-end awards. Let's go. Next Tuesday, the year-end awards. We did that on the second channel. If you go to the opinions channel, I actually go through all the awards and I submit my entry, but you can submit your entry as well. Next Tuesday, Kalani Jordan takes on Lola Vice. Also next week, we've got a triple threat match. Gigi Dolan and Shotzi against Katana and Kaden against Lash and Jakara. Triple threat tag team lady match. Okay, we've got these teams making their way down to the ring. I'm sure this is our main event. Fatal 4-way tag match. Don't forget, we will be back on Friday, friends, for SmackDown. I am going to try and get an unseen done tomorrow. Here's Hank and Tank. They've come out with a little Christmas tree, a shopping cart that's also decorated with a Christmas wreath. We've got some presents and trees around the entranceway. Here we go. So we've got OTM, Hank and Tank, Tavian and Miles. And I think we've got Luca. Is Luca in this with Stacks? We should have those guys. Table being introduced into the ring. This stands a brilliant chance of easily being the best thing we've seen so far tonight. Okay, so that's pretty fun. We've got a table. Stacks and Luca are throwing snowballs from behind the table. Crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." Fire extinguisher. Just as Hank and Tank got close, fire extinguisher. In the ring goes Tavian. Drop kick there by Miles. This is going to be a crazy spot fest, isn't it? This is just going to be a bonkers spot fest. Booker T said he loves it. Oh, hello. The fire extinguisher's not working anymore. Chair to the midsection. Tavian in a bit of trouble. Miles gets it to the midsection. Boom! Across the back. Miles in the ring. Referee has got the fire extinguisher. He's trying to get it out the ring. Clothesline. It's going to be fast-paced, this. Tony said, Hank and Tank are my boys. Hannah said, has this show satisfied you? Nah. It's just been match after match after match. Not a great deal in between. And what we've had in between has been... Well, the match has been really poor. So, no. If this was a normal show, I think we'd be saying this is a real weak episode. But... It's flipping Christmas Eve. Who gives a flip? Do you know what I mean? I've had a great time. Just chatting away and watching the action. And it's fine. But if this was a normal week and this was the offering, I'd be like... I mean, first match got good 94%. Second got good 92. Third got good 97. Next one got good 92. There's only been just like good matches so far, according to you guys. I'm trying to think, actually, if there's been any, like, big moments on the show. I mean, seeing Kaden and Katana was nice, but I can't really class that as a major moment. Bowling Ball has been introduced. That's why I've got high hopes for this match. Okay, we're looking for the 7-10 splits. Hank in the corner. Bowling Ball. And that sparks an NXT chant. He took a bowling ball to the gonads. Kelly said, I've watched Miracle on 34th Street fight between Ambrose and Bray last night. Good times. This is one of the best matches I've ever seen, says Porky Pig. Oh, through the table. Food going everywhere. It's a lot more Christmas themed than what we saw from SmackDown. Raw. I'm forgetting what day it is. I'm going back to my sweets. Stacks getting planted through a table full of food. Back in the ring. Oh, that was lovely. Lovely cutter there by Miles. 1, 2. And they make the save. No picture in picture. No, I'm going to a break now. Should this be picture in picture? No, it's flipping Sonic again. I'm all right with that. I've never had a smash burger, and this so makes me want a smash burger. Queso smasher. I need to try that, and I can't. This is horrific. Do you know how bad it is to have adverts for things you can't have? Do you know how awful that is? Do you know how awful this is for me? We don't have Sonics, so what am I meant to do? I will never have a queso smasher. Days this past Sunday. Hello, Carmen Live. Merry Christmas. I went to see the Christmas lights, and they were at Merrillville, Indiana. Well, Carmen Live, I hope you and everyone at ARW Pro, my favourite wrestling promotion, I hope that you all have a fantastic Christmas. I blew you a kiss. So far, this is an excellent main event under Extreme Rules Christmas style, said Tony. I watched the debut of the Christmas creature earlier. It was Kane dressed up as a giant Christmas tree, said Kim's Trains. Big Time said, Daze, Hank and Tank have been winning me over in recent months. The charisma has really shown. Yeah, I read that earlier, but God, you really wanted me to see that comment, did you? Guys, Big Time Baxter, officially Hank and Tank's biggest fan. This is official. You might as well change your name to Big Time Hank and Tank Stan. Chris said, just thought I would pop in and comment, Merry Christmas to Daze and the community. I hope Santa brings you all a cheeky golden eagle belt. Feliz Navidad. Oh, yes. Feliz Navidad. Or however you spell it. Yeah. Love that. Chris, shout out to you, my friend. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I can't believe that was actually... I just thought they were made up words. But it's not. Turns out there are other languages than English. AWC Legend said, Merry Christmas, Days. Hope you have a great day. And you, my friends. And you. I hope you get everything that you're hoping for. I don't know what people are after this year. What's the top toy that people want? What's the top toy for Christmas 2024? I don't know the answer to this. Let's have a little look. Top toy. Okay, apparently Hexbug Wall Crawler. For any creepy crawly obsessed kids, a wall climbing robotic gecko. Well, I'm really pleased to see that these kind of toys are still popular. It's got LED lights in its eyes. It sounds sick, actually. I think I want it now. Play-Doh Rainbow Swirl Ice Cream Parlor. Does it make actual ice cream? Or is it just fake ice cream? Serve their create Play-Doh model. I don't like that. I'd want real. Oh, Legos. Oh, look at that. Lego Santa sleigh sets. Lego is a go-to gift for many at Christmas. John Lewis calls this a charming project to complete over the festive season, and adults might love it as much as kids. Yeah, that is pretty fun. That is pretty fun. John Lewis, wooden deluxe play kitchen. Not for me. But I could see kids enjoying that. How big is it, though? It might only be this big. Hank and Tank are in the ring. Bonnie Bear. Boom! Oh, hello. Hank. I think his balls are okay now. In there with OTM. Tank goes up. Going for the cover. Tavian. Boo! With a kendo stick. Boom! Take me down to Kendo Stick City. Battering him, mate. Yeah, do you like that, Bonnie Bear? Eh? What's this? My first... Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Each disc plays... Oh, my God. Each disc plays either country, techno, jazz, or hip-hop, or pop. As well as saying fun phrases and animal sounds. Imagine putting one of them on and you've got WEP or WAP by Cardi B. With my wet ass. With my wet ass. That would be the most random thing in the world. Cardi B with Bodak Yellow. And then you've just got flipping pig oinking in the background. Yeah, man. I could vibe with this. My first record player. Against the ropes goes Miles. Gets picked up, planted. Oh, on a chair. Take that. Take that, you boomer. Going up, Tavian. Ooh, mate, he just got slammed chest first. Now we've got another table being introduced. Yeah, this ain't for me, but if you're a non-boy, then this is something I'm sure you'd love. What's this? Melissa and Doug, a wooden vending machine. That would be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun. Going over, boom, into the table. Miles down. Are these really the top toys? What's that? Connects rainbow motion pad. I don't even know what that is. Duck underneath. Going over in the corner. Going up. Shoulder tackle. Ah, that's pretty good. That looks like Tickle Me Elmo, doesn't it? Crack me up, Stitch. It's 11 inches tall. It laughs out loud. It shimmies and shakes. I can do them things. I can do all of them. Chaos. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Who's this? Tyson and Tyreek. Oh, no. Hank and Tank. Oh, hello. We've got some candy crowbars. Candy bars. So we've got Stacks. And we got Luca. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Candy bars. Okay, in the ring. Are these two double knees? 1, 2. No, save is made. Save is made. Yeah, this is good. Out of everything I've seen, I'd probably have that. Oh, I might have that, though. Oh, what's Santa done? Santa's getting involved. Tony's down. Oh, my God. Guys, I don't think that was the real Santa. 1, 2, 3. OTM pick up the win. Oh, my God. Look, and Santa's just standing there. He's just murked Tony, and he's just standing there. Oh, is Scripps back? Is Scripps back? Have we got Scripps back? Look at this. Boom! His beard fell off, but I couldn't tell who it was. He has got a black beard, though. It's Ridge. Oh, Ridge. Is there going to be a reveal? OTM in the ring. Santa's just like on the outside. It was Ridge. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ridge Holland was Santa all that time. It makes sense, Ridge being Santa, because he does like to give people gifts. He gave Biggie the gift of retirement. Here's that trick. I can't believe I've seen this advert for Epic Quest or whatever it is, Universe. It's really cool. We don't get this in the UK. 5 immersive worlds. Okay, we got, what is it? Trick next, is it? Yeah, what's he gonna say? Oh my God, after the controversy of last week. What's he gonna say? Hey, this is pretty fun. Quite expensive, but pretty fun. What else we got? 5 musical superstar stage. Boring. Terra fried gross buckets. What's that? Slimy, squishy. What's the point in having toys that look like food if you can't actually eat them? They did this earlier with the Play-Doh ice cream. Who the flip wants that? That's a baby. That's an actual baby. For £96? Oh my God. Bargain. Hasbro drop trivia family game. Might be alright. Disney Princess Moana singing doll. Ah, yes. Oh, where's it gone? USA! 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 Yeah! This is what we're selling our kids in the UK. Hamleys has put this heavy-duty blaster on its top toy list for Christmas 2024. It can hold up to 30 foam bullets. Yeah! I'd be like Batista in his entrance. USA, USA, USA. Look at me, I'm so American. Oh my God, I want this. How much is it? £28, I'm ordering it. Imagine that. Imagine tomorrow I get up, come downstairs. Everyone's like, Merry Christmas. I'm like, shut up. USA, USA. Look at the eagle and the badge and the stars and the stripes. I want a bigger one. I want one that's got 100 bullets and can fire from 100 meters. Yeah. The Monster Rotary XL Blaster. I want a bigger one. I want a bigger one. Boring, but everything's going to be boring. But look at these losers. They don't fire any bullets. Losers, losers, losers. Look at all these boomers. Look at that boomer. Ciao. Mamma mia. Oh, is this my advert? Big step up, underground Vaquer. Yes. Straight tech art. Come on, dude, come on over. We're having a party. I'm having my brat summer. Big step art, underground Vaquer. Yes. Oh my God. Is this not the most European thing you've ever seen? I'm going to celebrate by having some more Trolli. This toy is a kid scooter. And it's Trick. Yes. Mate, this is so me. I need to steal this picture. Trick. I'm stealing this picture. This is my spirit animal. What that Trick? What that Trick? Taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza. I prefer like ham and mushroom. Kelly said, I like Trick's music. It's all bass and it's all cool. Hey, Jobson said, we had snow last week. I like it. Do you know what? I don't care if he was given the win and he shouldn't have had it. And it sounds like the crowd aren't bothered either. All of y'all saw what happened last week. Yeah, you robbed a man. Here's Oberfemi. We're done. So we haven't even spoke about last week. Ober's like, we're done talking about last week. Literally, we've just come out and not even done any talking yet. Eddie Thorpe's coming out. He's not done. Eddie Thorpe ain't done. Cut my music. You might not care about last week, but I do. Oh, it's kicking off, kids. It's kicking off. There's a few boos. No, I didn't get pins. My foot was under the rope. The ref raised my... Well, one of them did. You should be ashamed. You need to shut the hell up. Trick. You are the champ. It's only going to be that way for 2 more weeks. People are booing Eddie Thorpe, you know. Your title match is going to have to wait. Oh. You lied. Both of y'all need to shut up. I like all 3 of these, you know. I think Eddie Thorpe's got great potential. We've got a problem. Eddie, you and me have got a problem. Ober, you and me have got a date. I'll see you there. I'm putting the title on the line. I'm going to shut up all the hate. I'll shut up all the doubters, says Trick. Let's go, man. Let's go, Trick. You're slick. You might be the slickest man in WWE, says Ober. Yeah, I don't want this to be a triple threat. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't go that way. With me in the equation, your chances are 0. Whose music's this? Is this Ava? Here's Ava. If this is the match you want, I'm happy to sign off on it. Oh. Yeah, I can hear cheering. I can't massively see cheering. I can see very gentle applause. I think, like, I really wanted Oba Trick one-on-one because that match in my mind was like, let's go, man. That's going to be so good. And, like, Eddie Thorpe being in the mix now, like, it doesn't make it a better match. It feels like a creative decision. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, like, what, Oba pins Eddie, he becomes champion. It's a way of protecting Trick. Like, rather than just giving us the Hogan-Andre match, imagine if instead of Hogan-Andre, we had Hogan-Andre and flipping Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Imagine that. Imagine instead of Hogan-Andre at WrestleMania 3, it was Hogan-Andre and Mr. Wonderful. So that way Hogan could pin Mr. Wonderful and retain the title. I wanted that big stare down and I wanted all of that stuff, you know? Well, this is literally the worst thing that's ever happened. White Christmas Eve! Will it last? $1 billion up for grabs on the lottery, kids. Your chances of winning are 1 in 300 million. The Pix Yule log. What's that? Sparks will fly. I think these boomers just put up like a log on a fire and you just tune in and watch it. Tri-state areas having a white Christmas. White Christmas in the tri-state area. Come on! USA! 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 Love it. Where are we? Where's this boomer? Where? Summit Park? 32 in New York. Little bit of wind around, kids. Coming down from the north. Coming down from the north. High pressure. It's going to be a pretty Christmas day. Tomorrow, early clouds, still cold, sunset. Doesn't say any snow. Sunshine throughout the day in the tri-state area. We're just seeing the jet stream. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Who are these boomers? Carols. Carols? Times Square? This is like a glimpse into America, isn't it? Manhattan. Christmas Eve caroling. Ba, 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 ba. I watched a YouTube video earlier where Charlie XCX, she performed Brat in Times Square, and that was better. That was better than what I just saw there. Some woman trying to sing carols. She was rubbish, but Charlie XCX was awesome. Metal Mama, shout out to you, my friends. I would say Merry Christmas, but it's not really Christmas in America yet, so, you know, what can I do? But I hope you have a good one tomorrow, or in 1 hour 56. It is Christmas here in the UK, though. Damien said the Dynamite card tomorrow looks absolutely stacked. Metal Mama said you've been a joy to listen to as we finish some Christmas stuff before Santa comes. Metal Dads, Metal Mini, and myself wish you a Merry Christmas. America, F yeah. Take care. Metal Mama, shout out to you. Metal Dads, Metal Mini. Hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be a good one. We're just watching, or I'm watching, some New York brass band. It is so cool to watch the news from America, from Manhattan. It's lovely to have a celebration, says Nancy. Daze, I live in the UK, but I do watch the CW feed in New York on Watch Wrestling. I do wonder, do your eyeballs get tracked for the ratings? Do your eyeballs get tracked for the ratings? I don't know. She's the extra mom. I've always got to do the most. I'm the extra mom. They're talking about last minute Christmas buying. Some woman with a flipping cart. Last minute holiday shoppers flock to the malls and downtown Brooklyn. Oh yeah, those sales, those pre-Christmas last-minute sales. It's the first night of Hanukkah as well. Happy Hanukkah for anyone that's celebrating Hanukkah. I don't know anything about Hanukkah, to be honest. Did you feel that show satisfied your needs? Well, it did in the sense of. It did in the sense of it was lovely to have a show. I mean, like, they could have just gone, yeah, no show this week, you know? But to be perfectly truthful with you, as I said earlier, I think if that was a normal show, I would be like, there wasn't really much there. I don't think any of the matches really cooked for me. In fact, looking at what you lot have given the main event match as well, you lot have scored that good as well. So all of these have come out as goods. Not a single great match in there tonight. The match I was really looking forward to has just been watered down a little bit. I mean, it's hard to be down on it because I do like all three of the wrestlers. I do like Eddie Thorpe. I do like Trick Williams. I do like Obafemi. So, you know, I'm not like down on it, but I feel like I was really excited for the one-on-one match, and I am now not as excited for the triple threat. Lottery fever has taken over New Jersey town as Mega Millions jackpot grows to 1 billion. I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to play today for Christmas. If I was American, I could play that as well. Days, the best of shows were canned because the networks would rather a tape show. Raw last year just did 698 for the best of, says Big Time. That does make sense. That does make sense. The Continental Classic is the final matches until the semi-final and the final at World's End, said Damien. Cash option of $450 million. Come on, baby, said Zoom Station. Kelly said, I should have played. A. Jobson said, I get 35 CW channels. Is this on your stick? Honestly, I'm not just saying this. I seriously could happily sit here and have like American TV on in the background because I would be seeing adverts I don't normally see. I would even the news is interesting. These local stories, like local New York stories, are interesting. Certainly tonight of all nights as well, you know. It's funny, if WWE had just done what they always did, which would be to just put it up on the network live, I would never have gone to watch wrestling. I would never have looked at this stream. I would not be watching this right now. But it has actually been really fun to do this. And genuinely, that Sonic burger looks amazing. Damien said, what's a bigger return, Kenny Omega in AEW or Adam Copeland? I don't know. I mean, I don't watch AEW, so I will leave that for others to answer. You're like me with watching your TV channel, said Metal Mama. Our TV channels are not bad, actually. Our, like, you know, 1, 2, 3... Well, 2 no one really watches. 1, 3, 4 are not bad. 5 is a lot of, like, crime dramas and real life bits. But, yeah, I mean, everyone knows BBC, of course. So BBC One is obviously a major channel. I don't know which one is the most viewed. People do love Channel 4. There's a lot of good comedy stuff on Channel 4. Yeah, you don't get ads with BBC, though, because obviously everyone pays for a TV license, which always blows people's minds in America. But if you've got a TV, you have to pay for a license, which is like, I don't even know how much it is anymore. 200 something pounds maybe a year. And so BBC don't have adverts. They get their money that way. And so there's no adverts with BBC, unfortunately. In between programs, they just advertise other BBC shows that are going to be coming up soon. So it's, I don't know. I think the adverts play a big part, actually, in the appeal, you know. So ITV and Channel 4 would be good channels to watch if you want to see what adverts are like. BBC One, BBC Two, you won't get any. Because we pay for them. Because of the unique way that the BBC is funded. Do we think Penta will do well in WWE? He might do. I mean, I've got my concerns over Penta because, like, that style of doing all these, like, high-flying moves and whatever. I just don't know that he sells. I don't think he's selling. I don't find myself getting lost in a Penta match. I always find myself getting bored with a Penta match because without sounding like a moany boomer, I think it's fine to do all the flip stuff. I think that's great if you can do it, but I think you still have to connect when you land. So when you're doing that final shot, like, it should look really good. I mean, like, Gunther throws in his chops, throws in his stuff, and he looks really good when he's doing, the clothesline looks like he's going to flip and take their head off. And I do find that with some of these aerial people, like, they do these amazing flips, but that final connection just doesn't have the same whip. It doesn't have that same, that same connection to it. And, like, that for me is, like, lacking when it comes to, like, the aerial high flyers. But not only that, like, they'll do a move. They might get hit. They might, like, whatever. They'll come back. They'll do a move. I don't find, like, it ebbs and flows and they're digging deep and, like, you're really rooting for them. Like Shawn Michaels, you'd get, come on, Shawn, get up. You've got this, Shawn. Imagine Penta if he, like, was, like, really struggling and he was trying to get up and he does, like, one move that's really good and it just puts him in the position he needs for that final blow and he gets it. And, like, I never find myself getting into a Penta match that way. Whenever I've watched the Lucha Bros, it is just flipping all over the place, move, selling not massively there. I just find myself just getting bored. I just watch it and it just passes me by. It's just happening in front of me, but I'm not connected to it. That's the best way I can word it. So I don't know. I mean, like, for me, there's a few people that have come in and done that and the connection has not really been there. Penta can do some really impressive stuff, but so could Ricochet. I would say that Penta is a bit bigger. I don't know height-wise how they compare. Penta's height might help him, actually, because I think he is bigger than Ricochet. So size-wise, I think that's going to be better. But I don't know. If he's a bit more like, say, Andrade, if we can get some selling going, if we can have a bit of impact at the end of the moves, he brings people in with the Zero Miedo thing. And, he does, like, engage the crowds. He's clearly experienced, he spent his whole life wrestling. I mean, if you ain't got it by now, you're never going to have it. But I don't know. Was it just the AEW style that didn't massively grab me? Or I'm going to have to wait and see. I mean, like, it's not someone I'm massively excited by because I've seen him in AEW and he didn't do it for me for the reasons I've explained. But I'm more than willing to give another chance and see what he brings to the table this time, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Is it going to work in WWE? Well, it's hard to say because so many people look for so many different things. I mean, you can do, like, really amazing stuff that will play so well on social media, but I don't know. Was the match any good? It depends what your parameters are, isn't it? I mean, success can be measured in so many different ways. So I can only speak for me more so than will it work for the whole WWE universe. But I think there's some genuine excitement about him coming in. And there's obviously he's got a fan base. And those that have not seen him will obviously give him a chance. Those that have seen him, I think, will also give him a chance. But for me personally, I've got a few concerns, yeah. A few things that I'm like, it's all right to put your hands up and say, do you know what? I don't think it's going to work for me. And that's okay. That's okay. This might just not be one for me. Felix, shout out to you. Said, I appreciate saying happy birthday to my mom. No worries. No worries. I hope she has a good one. Jim Gore, Merry Christmas, my friends. Shout out to you. Jim's an OG. I'm glad that Jim's around. It's nice to say Merry Christmas to Jim. He's been with the channel since flipping 2016. He's been here longer than me. So, Jim, I hope you have a good one, buds. Hannah said, Daze, will AEW be included when you and Tommy do that review? I don't know what his plans are, to be honest. I think what he wants to do is he wants to get a ranking grid. And I think he wants to get all the wrestlers and he wants to go, right, are they S tier? Are they A tier? Are they B tier? And have like this big conversation about them. I think he said to me WWE. I don't think he's going to look to involve AEW. And I wouldn't be any good if we did AEW because I haven't watched them all year. So I wouldn't be very good. So it'd be better for me if it didn't include them, and probably him as well, because I don't even know how much he's watched of AEW. So probably better we just keep it WWE. But I do like the idea. It's just I said to him before we started. I can't remember if it was just before we started going live or if it was during the pod. It might have been before. I said I looked on the website and I couldn't see one set up. And so it looks like we're going to have to set it up. And that means we're going to need PNG files of all of the wrestlers on the current roster and then put them into the system and do the thing. And he was like, yeah, we can do that. I'll do that. I'm like, it does sound like a lot of work, though. Like, it does sound like a lot of work. So not this week, but maybe we can look at it for next week or something. But I understand. I feel the same way about Gunther. It's just not for me, said Chris. Yeah, I think that's fine as well. Daze, hope you have a good Christmas too. Thumbs up to you, Jim. A big, Merry Christmas to everybody, of course, that's watching. A. Jobson said, I get all the Sky Sports channels as well. Guzma, Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas. I think we're about done. I think what we'll do is let's stick around till 20 past. That's 3 more minutes so that people can just get in any final comments they want. I'll try and read what we can. 3 minutes and then we will run away so I can do unseen. Imagine being a Christmas baby. How would you celebrate if all the shops are shut? You'd just have to get your stuff in advance, wouldn't you? But yeah, I mean, I think everyone's out celebrating, so your day wouldn't feel as special, would you? Gunther is great, said Zoom Station. Stephen, Merry Christmas, buds. I went to the Civic Centre to see Southland Championship Wrestling, said Carmen Life. I hope you had a good time, Carmen. Can't wait for SmackDown, said Felix. Spartan says Beanie. Philip said, what would you like to see at next Saturday night's main event that we didn't see at this one? That's a good question. What would I like to see that we didn't see? Probably a talk show segment and like that maybe involve Brother Love. I think I would like to see some legends actually backstage doing something, or something more with the legends rather than them just be sat in the crowd waving. I mean, we had championship matches and whatnot. A title change would have been nice, but whatever. I mean, you can't really, expect that or whatever. But I think to do more with the legends would be good. Kim Shane said, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great day. Same to you as well, buds. Kim Trains, Nick Butcher. I hope it goes really well. I hope you have a great one, dudes. Hasib said, is the main event segment worse than Natalia losing? The main event segment tonight with Thingy being added? No. Natalia losing was worse. I was really annoyed about that. People during the opinions video were like joking about it, and I was like, I can't. As I was recording it, I was like, I'm still livid. I couldn't even bring myself to joke. I'm a bit more cooled, level-headed. It's sunk in a bit more now. But as I was doing I do find this actually. If ever there's like something that goes down on the show, by the time I get to the review and the opinions video, if it has actually wound me up, I'm still frustrated by it. So if I read someone like having some fun with it or whatever, right? I still find myself like, still gritting my teeth. Just like, I can't believe they did it. Now I feel like, whatever, fine. It is what it is. But I do find that all the time with the review video. I'm still like, did you hear Raw's going to Netflix? I did, Daniel, but thank you. Zoom Station said, hopefully 2025 will be a good year for wrestling. Yes. Beast Mode God said, Merry Christmas, everyone. Here tonight on this night. So Beast Mode, shout out to you, bud. Merry Christmas. Hannah said if Vince wanted to expand into the Mexican market, he would revamp Randy Orton to Randy Ortiz. We should do that anyway. I never thought of that, said Felix. That woman, Trini, says, good night, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely, safe, and fun Christmas. Same to you, buds. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to Trinidad and your husband, Tobago. Kelly said, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful day, Kelly. Merry Christmas, my friends. Shout out to you. My birthday's on New Year's Eve, but everyone is busy counting down the new year rather than celebrating my birthday. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck. Big time Baxter, shout out to you, buds. Damien said, how many prizes do you think that the men's and women's rumble will have? Yeah, I think there'll be a few, not loads. I don't think they flood them with loads, actually. So probably say 2, 3 in both. I really don't think it'll be loads and loads. If we have a look back at last year's, we had Jade, Jordan Grace, Naomi. I'm honestly not sure if there was much past that. I reckon, 3, something like that. I don't think it'll be like 10 or anything. Erase Your Mind said, Merry Christmas, Daze, and everyone. Merry Christmas to you, my friends. Armin Van Buren is a Christmas baby and is pretty much my age. Fun fact. Days, I suffer from a short attention span. I just can't sit through a movie without getting distracted. But I do love the idea of watching a movie without getting the family during Christmas. Well, give it a go. I'm sure there is a movie out there that can hold your attention for the whole duration. Chris said, Merry Christmas to all and a good night. I forgot to ask Daisy, are you doing a review? I was the one that joked with you about Natty, said Chris. Yeah, Chris, if I seemed off in that video, if ever, like, I wasn't being off with you or anything. It was still annoying me. It's just even like thinking the fact she's out and she's not going to be the person. I was still like, I can't believe they've done it. I can't believe it. This injustice. I can't believe it. So I was still fuming. So yeah, it wasn't you. I just remember recording it and putting it up and being like, whatever, Yeah. I'm a child. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm a child. Kim's changed it, but she said, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all have a good day with your families and your loved ones. What's your favourite memory from this year that is not streaming related? I think it would be going to Birmingham with my dad. So I went to a club. It's not really a club. It's sort of like this place in Birmingham where they have like bands on. And I've actually never been out at Birmingham late at night with my dad. So we went there because there was like this reggae band on. He loves reggae. So we went, they opened at 8 and we were there with some other members of our family and we were there till like 2 a.m. And then we went to McDonald's and it's just the most random night. Like me and my dad have never, ever done that. He's a businessman, really. So for him to go out is very rare, but he's getting to retirement age now. So, for him to, we'll have a night out. We'll get some of the family round. We'll go see this tribute act at this place. And so we ended up doing that, but it turned into like this night out in Birmingham. We weren't clubbing or anything, but like after the band finished at 11, this club or space or, you know, I don't know, about bar, whatever, they started playing like old school reggae, like that had like a good beat, good vibe to it. Like everyone was up dancing and everything. The drinks were flowing and it's like, yeah, mental, crazy night. So that was one of my absolute favourite memories of the year was that night out. I do need to have a few of those, I think, just to keep my clear the palate a little bit, you know. But the problem is those kind of nights happen on a Saturday, and Saturday is so busy for the channel that like having a Saturday off is a flipping nightmare. So don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to do a few bits on, say, a Thursday. We don't stream on a Thursday, so maybe I could get a bit more kind of personal time or nights out on a Thursday. But I don't know. I'm very focused on the channel next year because, as I said, like I do need to try and save up to get a place and all of that nonsense. So I think next year needs to be like a big year for the channel. Really, I need to be making some progress. Like really, like, you know, getting somewhere with bits. I feel like this year is a year of getting things set up. You know, we've got like a few new YouTube channels, like the Clips channel, the Opinions channel. I feel like there's a few Twitter accounts, like the community accounts. You know, like I feel like we set stuff up this year. I feel like we just really push that forward next year. And I don't know, we'll see where it gets. A lot of that stuff's just out of my control, really. You know, it's just got to keep making content people enjoy watching and just, you know, keep appreciating those that show up and appreciating the community that's, you know, stop by. So, again, you know, the fact that it's, Christmas Eve, 25 minutes past NXT, there's near 300 people around. It's, you know, there's no way I could word how much genuinely I appreciate everyone's support. You know, it means the world. It means everything, of course, because without it, I would quite happily go back to working in retail. I mean, it's no problem. I always enjoyed it. But yeah, it is a very blessed position to be here and having a laugh with you guys. So, you know, long may that continue. But never know what the future holds, of course. But as long as I've got brats and my brat summer continues, that's all I care about right now. Right, I'm going to run away. Have a fantastic Christmas, my friends. Massively appreciate you stopping by. I hope you all get what it is you're after for Christmas. Hope you have great time, great family time. I'm going to run away and start working on Unseen. I will get a feedback request for reviewing opinions, so we'll get those up tonight. But yeah, just have a great one. I hope it goes really, really well. I'll try and get an Unseen for you tomorrow. But live-wise, I will see you on Friday for SmackDown. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.